Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with the Laredo Lemurs pregame show.
All right, Lemurs fans, welcome to the ballpark tonight. Bill Harrington along with you here at Uni-Trade Stadium as we get ready for the third and final game of this series between the Laredo Lemurs and the Wichita Wingnuts, and it should be a dandy of a ball game here tonight. First of all, out of the gate, some breaking news for you for the Laredo Lemurs. They have traded Devontre Richardson to the Can-Am League. The New Jersey Jackals are taking him on. It's for a player to be named later. And the Laredo Lemurs today, they pick up Travis Denker. Now, Denker was with the Laredo Lemurs last year. He's a very exciting baseball player, was second in the league in home runs. So the Lemurs very excited to have Travis Denker back with them. He was playing in the Mexican League this year, and, you know, they get paid a little bit more money than they do here in the American Association. So Travis Denker chose to go play in the Mexican League, and now he's got some extra time on his hands. They're all done in the Mexican League, so he's able to come over here and help out the Laredo Lemurs one more time. So we're all excited about having Travis Denker back on the club with the Laredo Lemurs, and he's right into the lineup. So we'll see him come up to the plate tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. But quickly, we want to go back to last night's ball game, as the Lemurs end up getting a walk-off victory in 11 innings, and the Lemurs pulled out the 5-4 win. The Lemurs had 5 runs on 8 hits. They made 1 error last night. Wichita had 4 runs on 6 hits. They made an error as well. B.J. Hyatt got the win for Laredo, and Alex Boshears ended up taking the loss. So it was all Wichita at the beginning of the ball game. They put up a run in the first, another run in the third inning. They grabbed a run in the fourth and a run in the fifth. But in the sixth inning, after the Lemurs put up a run in the fourth, let's go back to the fourth inning. We'll go ahead and tell you about that. Kevin Taylor in the fourth inning would lead off with a double, and then Dennis Phipps would bring him home. So Dennis Phipps picking up one of his 2 hits in the ball game last night there in the fourth. So the Lemurs had 1 run up on the board at that time, and it would be 3-1 Laredo. And like I said, that another run in the 5th inning for Wichita to make it 4-1 in favor of the Wichita Wingnuts. Andy LaRoche would hit a home run. It was a solo home run, and that was his 2nd home run of the series, and his 2nd home run in a Wichita Wingnuts uniform as well. So it was 4-1 after 5 innings. We would go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and with 1 out, Juan Silverio would come up to the plate for the Laredo Lemurs. Another breaking ball hit high and deep to left center field. This one has a chance to get out of the ballpark, and it does! A home run for Juan Silverio! Yeah, Silverio with a launch over the left field wall. That made it a 4-2 ball game at the time. And then in the same inning with 2 outs, Dennis Phipps had a chance to come up to the plate. So they got 3 of their runs, and then the home run by Andy LaRoche. Here's the pitch to Phipps. Phipps hits one high and deep to left field. The only question about this one is fair or foul. It is going to be a fair ball and a home run for Dennis Phipps. Lemurs are down by a run. Yeah, it was a 4-3 ball game at the time. The Lemurs would get another run in the bottom of the 8th to tie up the game at 4 apiece. And then we'd have a pitcher's duel for the next couple of innings between the 2 clubs. We would go into the 11th inning, and that's where the international tiebreaker comes on. If you're not familiar with it, I'll explain it quickly. In the international tiebreaker, what happens is there's a runner that starts at second base. So the guy that got out last in the inning will start at second base for both of the clubs. So the visiting team, they're up first in the 11th inning, so they had Matt Pageant at second base to start things off. Well, for the Laredo Lemurs, B.J. Hyatt was on the mound. He shut down the Wichita Wingnuts. John Nestor laid down a bunt. Pageant moved to third. Harrison Kane grounded out to short, but Pageant wasn't able to break home on the play. And then Taylor Smart grounded out to third base as well. He also wasn't able to come home. Of course, that was the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the Lemurs had a huge opportunity there in the bottom of the 11th inning. Their runner that would start off at second base would be Devontre Richardson. Dustin Geiger would be the first batter of the inning. In fact, Geiger stepped up to the plate, and the first pitch he saw, he ended up swinging at and missing. So then the Lemurs put on the bunt play. Geiger got the bunt down. That moved Richardson over to third, and then it was Jeudy Valdez's time to be the hero. And Bo Shears works out of the stretch. He throws home, and it swung on, grounded past the third baseman. It's a base hit. The Lemurs will get the win. Jeudy Valdez has picked up the base hit that scores Devontre Richardson. And everybody mobs Jeudy Valdez between first and second base. Look at him pouring out of the dugout here at the ballpark. And Jeudy taking off. Says, I'm all done with this stuff. I don't want any more. Oh, they're looking for the water bucket. They're trying to get him with the water bucket. Oh, and they finally get him. And there goes the bucket on Jeudy Valdez. A lot of fun here. Lemurs love it. 5-4 win for the Laredo Lemurs. We'll come back with the post-game show. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. All right, so that's me locking out as well. You got a little extra piece of the highlight puzzle there. The Laredo Lemurs get the win last night. Of course, it was a fun walk-off there for Jeudy Valdez. A lot of fans stayed around for the extra action here at Uni-Trade Stadium last night. So that was a lot of fun, and the Lemurs look to get another win tonight. They have a chance to win the series, and they have a chance to go 4-2 on the homestand here at Uni-Trade Stadium. They took 2 out of 3 against Amarillo. They have another chance to take 2 out of 3 here against Wichita before they hit the road. Sioux Fall is next on tap. But first, we want to go back to last night really quick. And manager Pete Gavilia was able to sit down with Zach Davis from the Laredo Morning Times. Here's that interview right now.
All right, Coach, another one down to the wire, coming up away with a big win late. Just kind of your thoughts on today's game and coming away with even the series here with Wichita.
Hey, win's a win, man. It's a big win. You know, guys kept grinding, and you know, Poyle didn't have his great stuff, but he kept us in the game, and you know, we just kept battling. Got a couple big home runs from Fipsy and Silverio, and you know, we managed to scratch a run and get back in the game, and you know, BJ came in that international with the guy at second and got out of there without giving up a run. I mean, it was a great game. You know, just team win, good team win,
Yeah.
Good team win.
Yeah, can you talk a lot? I know we talk a lot about Dennis, but he really had a good game today. I mean, both at the plate and a catch late in the game as well at the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Dennis is a great player. I mean, he's, you know, probably the top 3 players in this league without a doubt. I mean, physical ability, you know, he's an even better person though. He's a great clubhouse leader. He's a great veteran. You want to build your club around. He plays hard. He cares. You know, he wants to win more than anybody. He's just a joy to have. It's I've been lucky to be able to be a part of his career. That's the way I feel. He's just a wonderful, wonderful guy, and I hope somebody picks him up because he deserves a second chance. There's no question about it.
Like always, your bullpen coming in, kind of asking for them to keep you in the game, and boy, first Luis and then Brevia goes 3, and then Hyatt, of course, like you said, even with a runner at second. I mean, just kind of your thoughts on the bullpen today.
Well, there's no tomorrow for us. You know, every game is a playoff game, and you know, Brebs wouldn't let me pull him out of that game. You know, he understands it, and you know, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, so you got to win today. And you know, he keeps himself in great shape, and you know, he didn't show any signs of fatigue, and he was really throwing the ball well. And you know, we're going to roll with our best guy out of the bullpen. He's been great for us all year, and you know, our bullpen has been our strength. You know, they've been our rock all year. I mean, you know, you guys know the struggles we've had offensively here. So, you know, we wouldn't be in this position right now, you know, a game out of the wild card if it wasn't for our bullpen. They have been our rock all year, without a question.
With all the struggles, too, with the international rules, it must be nice to get one in the books here.
Boy, it's really nice to win one of those, I got to tell you, man. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's, you know, I'm a purist as far as when baseball goes, and, you know, I just don't believe in giving people, you know, a guy at second base to win a game. I mean, I think you should have to earn it, and, you know, somebody needs to have a good at bat, and somebody needs to get on base, and, you know, you need to move the runner and get a big base hit. You know, I just believe the game of baseball was born in America, and I don't understand why we play international rules when the game was born in America. We should play American rules. It's just my opinion.
That's Lemurs manager Pete and Cavilla, of course, showing off his opinion there, and not a bad idea. The international rule is kind of a strange thing, but I think what they're doing is they're trying to speed up the games. The American Association does not want ball games going into 15 innings and ruining the pitchers because we only play with 22 guys on the roster, and the pitchers run out really, really fast. So that's what they're doing with the international rules. But manager Pete and Cavilla says there he doesn't like them. So anyway, a good post-game interview there with Laredo Morning Times beat writer Zach Davis. He does a nice job. If you're looking to follow the Lemurs via print, that's not a bad way to go. You can follow them on LaredoMorningTimes.com or just go to LMT Laredo on your Google and you'll find it right there. So we're going to take a timeout. Come back on the other side. We'll talk about today's starting pitchers. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot. It's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite is the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-Lemurs. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-Lemurs or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
All right, back here at the ballpark, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starters for the Laredo Lemurs. Cody Kendall's going to go to the mound tonight, and he'll hit the hill with a record of 1 win and no losses. And Cody Kendall has a 3.32 ERA. He's made 5 appearances so far for the Laredo Lemurs, and this is going to be his 3rd start for the club. Eddie Medina, he's going to get the start tonight for the Wichita Wingnuts. He's 3-0 on the year with a 2.29 ERA through 3 starts. So he's been stellar through his first 3 starts for his club. He did give up 5 runs in his last outing, but the Wichita Wingnuts scored enough to go ahead and get him the victory. So we'll talk a little bit about that as we move on throughout the ball game here tonight at the ballpark. Let's go and take a quick look at the scoreboard from around the American Association, see if there's any games in the books already. Might have been a day game or two. Usually on Sunday there's at least 1 or 2 day games. Yeah, Winnipeg and Fargo, they're already done. Winnipeg wins 8-1 over the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. Grand Prairie and Amarillo, they're going at it. They're in the top of the 11th inning. They have a 9-9 score, so extra innings, all nutted up at 9 apiece. Gary 2, Sioux Falls nothing. That game in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Rockland Boulders are up over the Lincoln Salt Dogs 5-2. They're in the bottom of the 3rd. St. Paul's beating Joplin 3-0, and that could help out the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs sit 1 game back behind the Joplin Blasters for the wild card spot in the American Association. And the Kansas City T-Bones are playing Sioux City tonight. The Lemurs and the Wingnuts coming up shortly. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Starting lineups and first pitch coming your way next.
Laredo Lemurs Baseball is on the air, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with all your Laredo Lemurs play-by-play action.
All right, Lemurs fans, welcome back to the ballpark. We're just about ready to go here from Uni-Trade Stadium tonight as the Laredo Lemurs are taking on the Wichita Wingnuts. For the final game of this series, the Lemurs will face Wichita one more time. When they go out on the road, they're going to play Sioux Falls, and then on the way home, they're going to come up and play Wichita. So they still have 3 more games against the Wichita Wingnuts. So with this one tonight, that's 4 more games with the Wingnuts. Let's go and get you the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. For Wichita, they're going to lead off with Jace Ray. He's playing out in center field. David Espinoza is going to bat second. He'll play right. TJ Middlestat will play third base and bat in the 3 spot. Andy LaRoche is working as the DH. He'll bat fourth. Matt Pageant's the first baseman. He'll bat in the 5 hole. John Nestor will do the catching and bat 6th. Harrison Kane, a former Lemur, will play left field and bat 7th. Taylor Smart's at shortstop. He'll bat 8th. And Leo Vargas playing second base and batting in the 9 spot. So there you go. The Laredo Lemurs and the Wichita Wingnuts just about ready to get going here. The Lemurs today wearing their black tops with gold numbers and letters. Wichita will be wearing their red tops with white numbers and letters. And across the chest, it says Nuts. Right across the chest, Nuts. Here's the pitch from Cody Kendall. We are underway. It's in there for a strike. Your game time is 6:06. And your game time temperature is 98 degrees here in Laredo. And there's hardly any wind blowing right now. The flags are limp out there in left field. The 0-1 pitch swung on, lofted into shallow left field. Hustling in Kevin Taylor. He'll get underneath it and make the catch. So Jace Ray pops out. And there's one out, and David Espinoza coming up to the plate. Yeah, we're working underneath partly cloudy skies here tonight. No chance of rain right now. Last night I told you we might see a little bit, but it looks like the threat has subsided. So we don't have to worry about rain coming across the ballpark here this evening. Wind's supposed to be blowing anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour, but right now it is pretty much non-existent out there. No score, just underway here from the ballpark. Here is David Espinoza stepping in from the left side. Cody Kendall, a right-handed pitcher. We'll go ahead and get to the Lemurs defense here in just a second. Here's the delivery, swung on, hit well into right center field. On the run, Ty Morrison. Morrison will stretch it out. He'll lean out and make the catch. Nicely done there by Ty Morrison. He had a long way to run and was able to get there to make the catch. So, man, he covered some ground there. David Espinoza hit the ball very well. But he has a base hit taken away from him. And that will bring up TJ Middlestat. So here's the defense for the Lemurs. Taylor out in left, Morrison in center, Phipps is playing right, Juan Silverio at third, Ty Forney's at short. Over there at second base is Jeudy Valdez, Dustin Geiger playing first base. Brian Peterson back behind the plate, and of course on the mound, Cody Kendall. Right-hander Cody Kendall. He delivers. And a fastball low and inside. So 1 ball and 1 strike to TJ Middlestat. Top of the first inning at Uni-Trade Stadium. A fun, exciting game last night. Here's the 1-0. Swung and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And we're hoping for a lot of the same here tonight. I'm sure the Lemurs would like to have a more relaxing ball game than the one that they had to come back from behind last night. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That is low and inside. Make it 2 balls and a strike. So TJ Middlestat on the season for Wichita, playing through 77 games. He's batting .251. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and roped down the left field line, and this one might be trouble. Kevin Taylor's going to take a look at it, and it is a foul ball. Well, it had home run distance to it, but a foul ball that just moved to the left of the foul pole. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Middlestat. Middlestat on the year, by the way, with 11 home runs. He had 16 last year for the Kansas City T-Bones, so he might fall short of that number unless he really starts to go off here towards the end of the season. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cody Kendall gets the sign from Brian Peterson. Here's the wind and the throw. That one is underneath the elbow of the batter, Middlestat. And so Middlestat in yesterday's game went 0 for 5. He's 1 for 10 in the series. He has picked up an RBI and he has struck out 5 times. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout. That's now 6 times in the series that he struck out. So the Wingnuts go down in order here in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Lemurs are coming up to the plate. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot. It's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite is the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to the Lemurs starting lineup. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Ty Morrison's going to lead it off. He'll play out in center field. Juan Silverio's the third baseman, batting second. Kevin Taylor will bat in the 3 spot. He'll play out in left field. Dennis Phipps is the right fielder, batting fourth. And welcome back, Travis Denker. He'll be working as the designated hitter tonight. We'll tell you a little bit about him in case you're unfamiliar with Travis, but he's going to be a very important part of the Lemurs club moving down the stretch. Dustin Geiger will play first base. He's going to bat in the 6th hole. Jeudy Valdez will play second base. He'll bat 7th. Brian Peterson's the catcher, batting 8th. And Ty Forney batting in the 9th spot tonight, and he will play at the shortstop position. So here's Ty Morrison getting ready to step into the batter's box. No score in the ball game, bottom of the 1st inning. So Morrison, Silverio, and Taylor to come up to the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one's a fastball that misses away. The starting pitcher's Eddie Medina. Eddie Medina with a 3-0 record and a 2.28 ERA. And he winds and throws home, and the righty hits the outside part of the plate there. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ty Morrison. Yeah, Medina, a right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 185 pounds, out of St. John's University. And I would guess that Medeiros knows him. Here's the pitch. Swung on a liner into left field. It's going to drop for a hit. Ty Morrison quickly around first base. He puts on the brakes, and he'll head back to the bag, but a leadoff single for the Laredo Lemurs. So Ty Morrison going the other way, doing a nice job there, and that'll bring up Juan Silverio now for the Laredo Lemurs. Silverio with a big home run in yesterday's ball game for Laredo. The home run for Juan Silverio yesterday came in the 6th inning. One of 2 home runs that inning, one by Dennis Phipps as well. So runner at first, and Silverio will swing at the first pitch. He grounds it past the third baseman, Middlestad. It's into left field for a hit. And now runners at first and second for the Lemurs. And here comes the hottest hitting Lemur, Kevin Taylor. So a big chance in the early going for the Laredo Lemurs. So Taylor, batting from the left side as he always does, batting .336 to start the night. And he has runners at first and second base. So Eddie Medina holds his hand behind his back. He'll bring his hands together. And he throws home, and it's a fastball that misses away. So no score, but the Lemurs threatening here in the early going of the ball game. By the way, Kevin Taylor with his 2 hits last night, he has extended his hitting streak to 15 games. He's 27 for 55. He's batting .490 over those 15 games. He is on fire. He's scorching hot. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low. Overall in the series, he's picked up 3 hits and 7 at-bats. He has a run scored and a double. And here at home, he's batting .307, which has been coming up for him. 2 balls and no strikes. And Medina out of the stretch, sets just above the belt with a double head nod back to second. He'll throw home, and that one swung in a ground ball to the shortstop, Smart. Smart will do a 360, flip over to second base for 1, back to first. It's a double play. And a nice play there from Taylor Smart. You really got to tip your cap to him. He went down into a knee slide to grab that ball, turned around quickly, and threw over to second base to Vargas for 1, and flipped over to Pageant for 2. That's going to leave a runner at third base now for the Laredo Lemurs. Here comes Dennis Phipps to the plate. The Lemurs still with a big chance here. Dennis Phipps, the big man, going to step into the batter's box. He's been swinging it very well as of late. No score in the ball game. 2 down, bottom of 1. Here's the pitch, and a very high ball. Phipps, over the last 5 games, he's 8 for 18. He's batting .444 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. So he's been knocking the ball out of the yard. The 1-0 pitch, and that's a breaking ball in the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Phipps. Phipps in the series, he's 4 for 7. He's got a couple of runs and a couple of home runs, so he's had 1 home run in each game. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball that misses high. He has matched the other player on the other side, Andy LaRoche. LaRoche working as the DH tonight, the former major leaguer Andy LaRoche. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And Eddie Funky Cole Medina goes into the wind. He throws, and it misses high. 3 balls and a strike. Phipps looking for that perfect pitch, and Travis Denker's on deck now for the Laredo Lemurs. A familiar sight here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Good to see Travis back. Here comes the 3-1. That one is low and outside, so we will be able to see Travis Denker come up to the plate. in the first inning. Danker's been playing in the Mexican League this year. He's been with the Reynosa team. And now is able to come up to the plate. For the first time with the Laredo Lemurs in 2015. Last year, Danker played in 99 games for Laredo. He hit .305 and he had 25 home runs. He was second in the league with those 25 long balls. Runners at the corners and 2 down. Medina throws, and that one is a breaking ball in the dirt. Danker's able to lay off of it. So all kinds of fun numbers for Danker last year. He hit 15 of his 25 home runs here at Uni-Trade Stadium, so he definitely liked hitting here. He had 3 2-home run games last season, and he won the American Association Hitter of the Week award for the week ending on May 25th. 1 ball and no strikes. Medina with a long hold. Now he throws, and it's a fastball, and Danker kind of relaxed. I believe he called timeout, but the pitch counts. It was a ball, so 2 balls and no strikes. I believe Danker asked for timeout, and he didn't get it. 2 balls and no strikes, and he throws again, and that one's low. 3 balls and no strikes now to Travis. Danker was drafted by the Dodgers in the 21st round back in 2003 at Bray Olinda High School in Bray, California. He played with the San Francisco Giants back in 2008, so he made it up to the big leagues. Played in 24 games. The 3-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate. A fastball there from Medina. And that one was right at the thigh level to Danker. So now it's a 3-1 count. So now Danker's going to be sitting dead red here. He's digging in with that back foot. He's trying to get a little good traction. And the 3-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 4. The Lemurs are going to have the bases loaded. So Phipps goes up to second base. Danker will get the walk, and Dustin Geiger's going to be the next batter. And now Luke Robertson's going to head out to the mound and talk things over with Eddie Medina. Well, Phipps now has someone to protect him, and that guy is Travis Danker. But of course here Medina works around Phipps, and he works around Danker, and now Geiger's going to be coming up to the plate for the Laredo Lemurs. Geiger tonight batting in the 6th spot for Laredo. That is a pretty fearsome middle of the order. If the Lemurs can get Geiger going at top speed here down the stretch, the Lemurs can be lethal. And they can be lethal with just Travis Danker and Dennis Phipps alone, and Kevin Taylor's hitting very well. Of course, Ty Morrison has been hot ever since he got here. He hasn't had an issue whatsoever. So the Lemurs just looking for that extra cog in the wheel to get this team moving in the right direction. Their biggest problem on offense has been getting runners home with guys in scoring position. And they have that situation right now. But there's 2 outs in the inning, and the bases are loaded. Eddie Medina is going to throw to Geiger. Here's the pitch. Geiger takes a strike on the inside corner right at the belt. No balls and a strike. That was a fastball. So Morrison's at third base. Phipps is at second. Travis Danker at first. And Medina out of the stretch. He brings it home. Swung on, and a fly ball hit into right field. Espinoza has a beat on this one. He'll range back and make the catch. And that's going to do it for the Laredo Lemurs. They threaten here in the first inning. So there's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We're going to go to the top of the second inning. We have no score from Uni-Trade Stadium.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at laredolemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, well, you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
All right, ready for the top of the second inning here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Leading it off for the Wingnuts, it's going to be Andy LaRoche, the former major leaguer. Then Matt Pageant, a guy that knocked on the door of the major leagues. And then John Nestor will be coming up to the plate, the catcher for Wichita. So here is LaRoche into the batter's box. And Cody Kendall will wind and throw home. And that's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. In there for a strike. So the Lemurs threaten there in the first inning, but they can't get the big hit to bring home some runs. Remember, they had runners at first and second, and then there was a double play ball hit into by Kevin Taylor, the 0-1. That one misses away. Dennis Phipps then walked, and that put runners at the corners, and then Travis Danker walked to load the bases. Dustin Geiger flies out to right field to end the inning. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, right field. Dennis Phipps has a beat on this one pretty good. He'll shuffle step over to his left a little bit to get underneath the baseball and make the catch. So one down, and Matt Pageant coming up to the plate. By the way, Andy LaRoche on the season, he's 6 for 20 with Wichita, now 6 for 21 after that at bat right there, but he does have 2 home runs. Both of those home runs coming in this series against the Laredo Lemurs. So here's Pageant. Spent 12 games with the Lemurs earlier this year. He hit 200 for Laredo. He went 8 for 40 in those 12 games. And he's been with Wichita over the last 67 games. Here's the first pitch. And it's a little bit low out of the hand of Cody Kendall. So Pageant batting .226 now with the Wichita club. And he's got 5 home runs, 10 doubles, and 57 total hits. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and a liner up the middle, a base hit for Pageant. He'll head up to first base. Ty Morrison will gobble the ball up out there in center field. And John Nestor will be the batter. So 1 out in the inning, a runner at first base for Wichita. The hard-hitting Matt Pageant. Pageant was drafted by the Florida Marlins back in the 5th round of the '98 draft out of Clemson University. He played in the Marlins organization, making it up to their AAA affiliate in Albuquerque, New Mexico back in 2004. So he was almost a big leaguer. He's a pretty good ball player still. Here's the pitch to Nestor. Nestor swings. It's a little blooper past J. Woody Valdez, and it goes into right field for a base hit. That one was off the handle of the bat of Nestor, and he just was strong enough to get it past J. Woody Valdez for a single. So now the Wichita Wingnuts are in business with runners at first and second base, and here comes Harrison Kane. Well, Kane in yesterday's ball game, he only went 1 for 5, but man, he hit the ball hard every single time he came up to the plate. He lined out to center, picked up a single in the 4th inning, hit a hard ground ball to the shortstop in the 6th, flew out to left field in the 8th, and hit another hard grounder in the 11th. So he only went 1 for 5, but he's seeing the ball well. So runners at first and second base for Wichita and 1 down. Here's the pitch. It's low. So good job there by Cody Kendall to keep the ball low in the zone. The Lemurs would love their own double play ball right here. No score in the game. We're in the top of the 2nd. 3rd game of the 3-game series. This is the rubber match between the two clubs. Here's the 1-0. Low. 2 balls and no strikes. Cody Kendall starting the day with a record of 1 win and no losses, a 3.31 ERA. This is his 3rd start for the Lemurs and his 6th overall appearance. 2 balls and no strikes. Kendall, a righty, holds his arm behind his back as he looks in and gets the sign from Peterson. And Kendall delivers. It's a strike on the outside corner, a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike to the former Lemur Harrison Kane. Kane played with the Lemurs in 2013 and in 2014. 2013, he really had a breakout year. He hit .327. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung and a soft liner into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Pageant had to wait to see if the ball was going to get through or not. So he couldn't move up. He had to wait. And now he moves up to third base. So it's 3 hits in a row for Wichita. And the bases are loaded for the Wingnuts with 1 down, and Taylor Smart coming up. Taylor Smart has not hit all that well since joining the Wichita Wingnuts, but he has a big chance to be a hero right now. And Taylor Smart, he's 1 for 8 in the series. He got his first hit back in the first game of the series on Friday. So he went 0 for 4 yesterday. And Taylor Smart with Wichita batting only .115. He hit .206 with Amarillo earlier this year. He played 50 games with Amarillo. So the Lemurs would love another double play opportunity here, but Smart is quick. So the Lemurs have to be fast with the double play flip if they're going to get one. 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Smart. Smart fouls it off. So the 3 things that Lemurs would like right now: 1, the strikeout; 2, the double play ball; 3, just to pop up on the infield. We'll see if they get one of those things. Taylor Smart wears number 5 on his back. He went to the University of Tennessee. And Cody Kendall gets the sign from the catcher, Brian Peterson. And here's the 0-1. That is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taylor Smart really will put the ball in play just about anywhere. He gets base hits all over the field. So he's a spray hitter, as they like to say. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score in the game, but the Wingnuts threatening here in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. So that one will get up into the sweet level, bang against the side railing, and come down into the stands. Well, some sunshine splashing down on the field right now. Got clear blue skies up above, but some puffy clouds off in the distance here at the ballpark. Tell you what, the grass looks great. It's probably the best looking grass we've had since we've been playing ball here at Uni-Trade Stadium. First couple of years, it was a little bit rough. There was a lot of yellow spots out there, but the grounds crew has done a great job keeping it green. Here's the 1-2. Swung on in a ground ball. Double chopper over to Forney at short. He flips to Valdez for 1. Back over to first base. It's not going to be in time. Jehudi Valdez is on the ground, and he may have been spiked. A run comes in to score for Wichita. Pageant comes across the plate. Nestor moves up to third base. Harrison Kane is out at second on the 6-4. And there's 2 down. And Taylor Smart reaches on the fielder's choice, and he does not get an RBI for his efforts. So the trainer, Jojo Villarreal, is out to talk things over with Jehudi Valdez to make sure he's all right. But the Wingnuts take a 1-0 lead. So Wichita is up 1-0. And hopefully Jehudi Valdez is okay. The Lemurs can't have anybody get hurt here. You know, they're working with a limited roster. Only 22 guys on the active roster for Laredo. And I believe, if my memory suits me right, they might be playing a guy down. Well, they do have 11 guys. Yeah, so they are short 1. So Jared Medeiros is on the bench right now for the Laredo Lemurs. He's their option to go to if they need him. Manager Pete Incaviglia looking at the dirt and kicking it around a little bit and saying, I wonder if that guy slid in a little bit late there to hurt my guy. So Pete does not take kindly to that. He will be heading back into the dugout now. And coming up to the plate is Leo Vargas. It's 1-0 Wichita. Runners are at the corners. Over at first base, Taylor Smart. At third base is John Nestor. Of course, manager Pete Incaviglia played in the big leagues for 12 years. If you don't know, Pete was a big bopper in the show. He had 206 career home runs, and when he hit them, he hit them really far. And he had 100 home runs when he played college baseball, and that's unheard of. 1-0 Wichita. Here we go. Leo Vargas into the batter's box. 2 down in the inning. Lemurs trail in the ball game. And a toss over to first base. Back in, diving head first, is Taylor Smart. Taylor Smart, by the way, with 7 stolen bases. All of those stolen bases, though, came with Amarillo earlier this season. He does not have a stolen base in a Wingnuts uniform, but he has a very big lead right now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Geiger would have a chance at this one. He's looking up, and taking over is Jeudy Valdez behind him, and it's going to be Valdez making the catch. So that's going to do it for the Wingnuts, but they strike here. They get 1 run on 3 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Wichita.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technology.
All right, for the Lemurs, it's going to be 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. Jeudy Valdez, Brian Peterson, and Ty Forney coming up to the plate. You could follow us on Twitter at Lemurs Baseball if you like. We're also on Facebook. Here's the pitch. Valdez takes high. So yeah, on Twitter, it's at Lemurs Baseball. And on Facebook, all you have to do is put in Laredo Lemurs, and it'll pop up. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And Jeudy Valdez takes a swing and fouls the ball back. So Jeudy Valdez seems to be okay after the hard slide by the runner going into second base, Harrison Kane. So 1 ball on 1 strike. And the Lemurs waiting for the ball boy to get out of the way. Don't want him getting hurt. So Jeudy Valdez stepped out of the batter's box while the ball boy went and grabbed that baseball behind the fence. And the 1-1 deal. Swung in a line drive to the shortstop, and Taylor Smart has the ball pop in and out of his mitt, and the ball falls to the ground. He kind of swiped at the ball and had it in his mitt, and the ball popped out of his mitt and fell to the ground. So Jeudy Valdez reaches on an error by Taylor Smart. Coming up to the plate is Brian Peterson. So definitely a play that Taylor Smart should have made, and it looked like the first out was going to be made here in the inning. But Jeudy Valdez will reach on the error. So now Brian Peterson coming up to the plate. Jeudy Valdez already with a big lead out there. Valdez with 14 stolen bases for the Lemurs this season. 1-0 Wichita. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And now stepping off the rubber is Eddie Medina. Valdez scampers back in. No throw, though. So Jeudy Valdez back to a big lead. And he's going to maybe try the arm of John Nestor. Here's the pitch. Peterson swings, hits a ground ball past the diving middle stat. It goes into left field, and it's a back-to-back opportunity for the Lemurs for runners to get on. Valdez reaches on the air. Brian Peterson hits a single into left field. And the Lemurs are in business against Eddie Medina. And the Lemurs had something going in the first inning. They ended up loading the bases. but could not bring a runner home. Here's Ty Forney getting into the batter's box. Well, we might see Forney lay down a bunt here. Ty Forney's got a very good glove, but he's a light hitting shortstop for the Laredo Lemurs. So we'll see if he lays down the bunt for Laredo and tries to move the runners over for the top of the order. So runners at first and second base and nobody out. Big situation here for Laredo to try to maybe get a run or get more. He bunts at the ball, bunts it into the air, and it's going to go into foul territory. Medina pitched the ball up and in, and Forney tried to get a piece of it. He did so and fouled it away. But that gave the Wichita Wingnuts a chance to make the catch on it, but luckily it fell into no man's land. 3 hits for each club so far in the ball game. The corners are playing in for Wichita. The guys up the middle, the shortstop and the second baseman, they're playing at double play depth. And Eddie Medina ready to go. He throws, bunted at again, and this one's bunted foul. Once again, Medina coming in on the hands of Ty Forney. So now it's no balls and 2 strikes, and we'll see if they try to have Ty Forney lay down another bunt. Might not be the worst thing the Lemurs have ever done. Ty Forney on the season batting .153, is 11 for 72 at the plate. He's 0 for 4 in the series. He played the game on August 14th against the Wichita Wingnuts. So no balls, 2 strikes to Ty Forney. Medina taking a long time to get the sign from the catcher, John Nestor. Now Forney's going to call timeout. And you don't want to let yourself get frozen up there at the plate. So Medina and Nestor hook up early now. And Forney's ready to go. He shows bunt again, moves backwards, and the ball is high. So he actually put the bat out to show the bunt and then pulled back when the ball came across the plate because it was high. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch, bunted in the air, and all the Wichita Wingnuts have to do is let it go foul, and it does. And Ty Forney fouls out. So a foul out attempt on a bunt, and Ty Morrison coming up to the plate. 1-0 Wichita. So the Lemurs missed the opportunity to move a runner over. Here's Ty Morrison. So Morrison started off the bottom of the first inning with a base hit for the Lemurs. Let's see what he does here. Runners at first and second base and 1 out for Laredo. Here's the pitch to Morrison, and it's a breaking ball that misses up. Lemurs, as we start the day, they're 1 game back behind the Joplin Blasters in the wild card race. So this is a big game for Laredo. Last time I checked, Joplin was losing their game to the St. Paul Saints. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up over our heads here at the ballpark. Ty Morrison in the last 3 games, he's 5 for 14, and he scored 4 runs for Laredo. He's having a good series here against the Wichita Wingnuts, 3 for 9. Now with that base hit earlier today, you could add another hit to that, so he's 4 for 10. Against Wichita in the series, the 1-1 pitch is high for a ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Ty Morrison. Morrison was a member of the Tampa Bay Rays organization. He was drafted in the 4th round back in 2008, so he was a pretty high draft pick. And a big reason he's here in Indy ball is he had some surgeries, and he's recovering still. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled away. Well, he's healthy enough to play, but the Tampa Bay Rays went ahead and waived him earlier this year, and he came over and started playing with the Laredo Lemurs. So he's looked fine to me. There hasn't been an issue with him whatsoever. He's a very good baseball player. And I would not be surprised to see Ty Morrison get back into affiliated ball next year. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second and 1 down. Here it comes, and there it goes. A ground ball into left field, a base hit. Right on top of it's Harrison Kane. So Jehudi Valdez is going to be held up over at third base. So the Lemurs have 2 hits in the inning, and Jehudi Valdez reached on an error. Now the bases are loaded one more time for the Laredo Lemurs. Juan Silverio's the next batter. Here comes Kevin Hooper out of the dugout. So the Lemurs are threatening again, and this time they have bases loaded with 1 out. In the first inning, they had the bases loaded with 2 outs. So a little bit of a tougher situation there with 2 outs to try to get a runner home. So Kevin Hooper heading back into the dugout. And staying on the mound is John Nestor. He's having a few more words with Eddie Medina. He'll finally go back behind the plate. So here's Juan Silverio. Silverio with the single back in the first inning. So here's the situation. Valdez is at third base. Peterson's at second. Ty Morrison at first for Laredo. They trail 1-0 to the Lemurs. And there's 1 out in the inning. Eddie Medina fires away, and it's swung on, chopped over to the third baseman, grabbing it, Middlestat. He'll touch the bag at third. He'll go over to first base, and that is a double play. Another opportunity for the Lemurs, and it goes by the wayside, and it's a double play ball that kills them here. So we're going to go to the top of the third inning. The Lemurs trail 1-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
1-0 Wichita. The Lemurs have loaded the bases twice in the ball game, and they've not been able to come up with a run. So they really have to get those runs coming in here when they get those opportunities. And you got to tip your cap to Eddie Medina for being able to get out of those situations for the Wichita Wingnuts. So here we go into the top of the third. It's 1-0 Wichita, and leading things off for the Wingnuts is the top of the order, Jace Ray. So it's going to be Ray, Espinoza, and Middlestat coming up to the plate for the Wingnuts. Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball low and inside. Cody Kendall up on the mound now for the Laredo Lemurs. He toes the middle of the rubber. And he's ready to fire away again. He pitches, and that one swung on and a soft liner into right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Morrison will run after it and grab it. But a base hit for Jace Ray. His first hit of the ball game. So a leadoff single there for the Wichita Wingnuts. Here comes David Espinoza to the plate. Espinoza going to bat from the left side as well. Jace Ray now with a base hit in each and every game of the series. He's got a sizable lead out there at first base. He's got 14 stolen bases on the year. 1-0 Wichita, and here is Espinoza. Toss over to first base, and no tag by Geiger. He knew that Jace Ray was already back in. Espinoza, last year played for the Kansas City T-Bones. This year all season long with Wichita. He played down the stretch with the Wichita Wingnuts last season. And the pitch, bunt shown, bunted at, and bunts it foul. And Espinoza in the playoffs with Wichita last year ended up getting 8 hits and 26 at bats through 7 games. He hit .308. Remember, we were up in Wichita when the Wichita Wingnuts won the first series of the playoffs. So there was the Lemurs and the Wingnuts going at it. The Lemurs last year were the wild card winner in the American Association, so they went up and played Wichita, who won the South Division. And we finished up there for the 5-game series. So what happens is in the playoffs, the first 2 games are played at the lower seeds park, and then the next 3 games are played at the higher seeds park. As another toss goes over to first base, and Jace Ray's back in. So if the Lemurs make the playoff as the wild card, and let's say they play Wichita again, it'll be their 3rd time in 4 years that they played Wichita in the playoffs, but more than likely that's how it'd work out. No balls and a strike. And Cody Kendall with a long hold. Now he'll throw, and that one swung and missed. A breaking ball. Nicely done there by Cody Kendall. So the Lemurs would head up, well, they would start off here. They would play 2 games at home, and then they would head up to Wichita if indeed they do play the Wingnuts in the playoffs. But the Lemurs have to make the playoffs still. Might be the same situation for the Joplin Blasters. Who knows who's going to end up winning all this stuff. Still a long way to go. 20 games left. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In tight. Look out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And with the Lemurs picking up Travis Denker here. And Abel Nieves is on his way for the Laredo Lemurs. Abel was with the Lemurs earlier this year. Hit over 300 for the team, so the Lemurs looking forward to having him back. He went and played in the Mexican League for a little while. And he's going to be joining us up in Sioux Falls. So the Lemurs powering up as we head down the stretch. Getting some of their big guns back. Runner at first base, and another snap throw over to first base, and he dives back in again, does Jace Ray. 1 ball and 2 strikes to David Espinoza. TJ Middlestat is on deck. And the pitch. High, and the runner acted like he was going. Jace Ray started moving his feet as if he was going to take off, and then all of a sudden he put on the brakes. Maybe he was just trying to time his jump from Cody Kendall. 1-0 Wichita. 2 balls and 2 strikes to David Espinoza. Wind starting to pick up as we move on throughout the night. At the start of the game, it was dead out there. No wind whatsoever. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, and that one's in tight. And did it hit Espinoza? Well, he moved out of the way of it very, very quickly, and I thought it might have got a piece of his jersey. But the umpire did not see that, and I don't think Espinoza got hit. He's not acting like he got hit, but he sure had to get out of the way quickly. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. We got a big pitch coming up here. Jace Ray sneaks out to his lead over there at first base. As Cody Kendall gets the sign from Brian Peterson. Toss over to first, and Ray back in again head first. So with a 3-2 count, Ray may be taking off here. We might see David Espinoza in a hit-and-run situation. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Cody Kendall will throw. The runner goes. The pitch is low and away, and that's going to be ball 4. So a walk to David Espinoza, and that's going to put runners at first and second base. Well, so far, there's been a lot of base runners for each side. The Wichita Wingnuts have had 4 base runners in the second inning, 2 more here in the third, so 6 altogether. And the Lemurs have had 8 guys reach base in the early going, but they have not gotten a run. Juan Silverio going through a set of signs for the defense with runners at first and second base, and TJ Middlestat stepping into the batter's box. 1-0 Wichita. Wingnuts threatening again. So Silverio playing in at the cut of the grass. And Kendall deals home, and it's a fastball that's in the dirt, and taking off for third base is Jace Ray. Ball got in front of Brian Peterson, and Ray had plenty of time to go ahead and take the extra bag. So that'll be a wild pitch. 1 ball and no strikes. So now Brian Peterson has to go through his signs with runners at the corners. So nobody out here in the inning. The Lemurs do not want to give up any more runs to this hard-hitting Wichita club. The Lemurs have had chance, but they've let him go already early in the ballgame. The 1-0 pitch bunted at and bunted foul by TJ Middlestat. Kind of a surprise bunt play there. I think he might have been bunting for a base hit. It did not look like he was bunting for a sacrifice or for a squeeze play at all. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Cody Kendall working out of the stretch up there on the hill. Cody Kendall was drafted by the Texas Rangers back in the 8th round of 2012. He was drafted out of California State University, Fresno. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's a fastball that misses in. Now Brian Peterson's going to go over and talk to Cody Kendall. Kendall started his time with the Rangers organization with their low A-ball affiliate in Spokane, Washington. And he played for the Hickory Crawdads, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, the Frisco Rough Riders, and the Round Rock Express. While he was with the Rangers organization, he put up a record of 14 wins and 13 losses. He had a 2.55 ERA, and he pitched in 105 games for him. All those games came out of the pen. He pitched in 172 and 2/3 innings, gave up only 68 runs, 49 of them were earned with 56 walks and 116 strikeouts. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1-0 Wichita. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Here it comes. And there it goes. A liner right past Geiger. And was it fair or foul? The umpire says it's a foul ball. Geiger playing right at the bag at first, holding on the runner. And Geiger reached over the bag, and they're going to say it's a foul ball. I guess they have to say it's a foul ball now because no one was moving and everyone has said it's a foul ball. But it was a close play. And Geiger apparently just reached his mitt over into foul territory when he touched the ball. That ball went screaming by him so hard he wasn't able to make the catch. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So still runners at the corners and still nobody out. And the 2-2 delivery. High for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Cody Kendall in danger of walking a batter here and loading up the bases for Wichita. Of course, he's also a strike away from getting it out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A big pitch coming up here. Here it comes. And there it goes. A fly ball high and deep to right, but it's curving foul. Hits on the grass berm down the right field line. You don't see too many balls go that deep and that far off the bat of a left-handed batter here at this ballpark. So TJ Middlestat seeing the ball well out of the hand of Cody Kendall right now. So another full count pitch coming up. Kendall sets. He throws home. And that one swung on, hit in the air into right field. Phipps is going back. He's still going back. He's at the track. He'll straighten up. He'll make the catch. It'll bang into the wall. Coming in to score from third base is Jace Ray on the sacrifice, and it's a 2-0 game in favor of Wichita. A long fly ball off the bat of TJ Middlestat. The ball is flying here tonight, even out to right field, which usually is not the case. So a sac fly in the books for TJ Middlestat. He gets himself an RBI. And that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Mike Meyer out of the dugout for the Laredo Lemurs. He's going to go talk things over with Cody Kendall. So it's 2-0 Wichita. Andy LaRoche is coming up to the plate. Well, it looks like Cody Kendall is just throwing balls down the middle to guys right now. And I'm sure that's what Mike Meyer is going to talk about a little bit. Saying you got to put some movement on those pitches or it's going to get crushed just like we saw right there. It's 345 down the right field line here at the ballpark. And it goes out a little bit deeper as you go out towards center field. So Dennis Phipps probably caught the ball around 350, 355 as he was on the warning track and he banged into the wall with his back. So a pretty well-driven ball here for this ballpark. We don't see too many balls even get out to the wall here at this yard. Here's Andy LaRoche, the former big leaguer, into the batter's box. Andy LaRoche is no joke in this league, I tell you that much. Last played Major League Baseball in 2013 for the Blue Jays. Here's the pitch. A strike on the outside part of the plate. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm not 100% sure, but I would say of all the guys that have played in the American Association, this guy probably has more dirt under his spikes than anybody. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low for a ball, at least as of lately. There may have been some guys in the past that have come through and played in the Independent American Association that have played longer years in the major leagues than Andy LaRoche, but this guy has a lot of games under his belt as a big leaguer. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and a fly ball into right field. That one's going to keep curving foul. 2-0 Wichita, 1 out in the inning, a runner at first base. LaRoche spent a total of 404 games in Major League Baseball. We'll see guys that have 150, 130 games from Major League Baseball. You know, a lot of guys around the league. The 1-2 pitch, swung and a ground ball over to the shortstop. Forney has it. He'll take it to the bag by himself. He'll throw over to first base, and it's in time for a double play. But yeah, we'll see guys that, have had a handful of games. For instance, Dennis Phipps played 8 games in the majors. He spent 30 days up in the big leagues as a September call-up. Travis Denker, our very own Denker, played in 24 games in the majors. And Andy LaRoche playing 404 big league games. That's very impressive. So we're all done here. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 run comes in to score for Wichita. They're up 2-0. We're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
3, 2, 1, number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off, not good enough, but 25% off, now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse, not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever, 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people. Epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
All right, Kevin Taylor's going to lead it off for the Lemurs, so it's going to be 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order for Laredo. Lemurs trailed 2-0 to the Wichita Wingnuts. The Lemurs had to come from behind last night and win the ball game. They are strapped with that task here again tonight. Here's Eddie Medina winding and throwing home, and that one swung on, and a one-hopper right back to Medina. Taylor hucks the baseball bat as Medina throws the ball over to first base. So a 1-3 put out. And Dennis Phipps coming up to the plate now for Laredo. So Phipps walked in his first at bat tonight. In fact, Ty Morrison was over at first base, and Ty Morrison was on second. Silverio was at first, and then Kevin Taylor ended up hitting to a double play back in the first inning, which allowed Phipps to take over at first after he walked, and then Travis Denker walked to load the bases. Dustin Geiger ended up popping out to right field to end the first inning. Here's the pitch. Phipps takes a big swing and fouls the ball off. He got way out in front of a changeup there. 2-0 Wichita. So here's a little bit about the starter, Eddie Medina. Medina's only been with Wichita for a short time. He's making his 4th appearance for Wichita right now. All of them have been starts. He has put up a 3-0 record and a 2.29 ERA. No balls and a strike, and Medina throws home. And it's a breaking ball, swung on and hit on the line into left center field. It's going to get down and take one hop and hit the wall right off of the Popeyes chicken sign. And going into second base is Dennis Phipps. He has a stand-up double. So a stand-up double for Phipps, and that's going to bring up Travis Denker to the plate for his second at-bat, coming back to the Laredo Lemurs.
Coming to the plate, the designated hitter, number 28, Travis Denker.
So Denker going to try to strike for the Laredo Lemurs. Eddie Medina, since joining Wichita, he's pitched against Grand Prairie, Quebec, and Ottawa. His first outing came against the Ottawa Club, the Ottawa Champions. And that came back on August 1st. Here's the first pitch to Danker. He takes a breaking ball low and outside. Danker in his first at bat here in 2015 for Laredo walked. So Eddie Medina in his first outing against Ottawa went 5 2/3 of an inning. Gave up only 1 run. It was unearned. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That finds the strike zone right across the letters to Travis Danker. Medina on August 6th against Quebec, the Capitals, he went 6 2/3. Gave up only 1 run on 3 hits in that game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dennis Phipps at second base, and Medina with a long hold, and now the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes, a fastball there to Danker. The last outing for Medina came against the Grand Prairie Airhogs on August 11th. In that game, he went 7 1/3, so he's been going up an inning every single time. He was really actually short an inning in his last outing, short of advancing an inning in his last outing. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung and fouled away. So his first game, he went 5 2/3. Second game went 6 2/3. Third game went 7 1/3. But his last game, he gave up 5 runs. 4 of them were earned against the Airhogs. So definitely a chance here tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. They're a ways away from being out of this thing. They're down 2-0 right now. Still a lot of baseball left. Here's the 1-2. That one misses inside. A good eye there by Danker. A close pitch that time. And the home plate umpire, Mike Jarbrough, gives the call to the Lemurs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Danker back with the Lemurs today, back in a familiar uniform number 28. It was Jared Medeiros' number this season. Medeiros has now moved to number 4. Vargas sneaking in behind the runner at second base. Phipps has to do a little shuffle step to get back to second, but there was no throw. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Danker up there needing to protect. Danker with a big elbow guard on his lead elbow. And he takes the next pitch outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Travis Danker. I saw Danker at the winter meetings during the offseason in San Diego. It was nice to run into him there. I go to the baseball winter meetings every now and then. It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of big leaguers around. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball swung on, chopped over to the third baseman, backhanding his middle stat. He'll throw over to first base to get the out. So Danker grounds out 5-3, and that's going to have Phipps staying over there at second base. 2 down, and Dustin Geiger coming up to the plate. Yeah, the winter meetings next season, or well, this off season, I guess, in December, they're going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. But they were in San Diego last year. Beautiful place. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. It was right next to Petco Park. And they have a huge convention center over there where they held a lot of the meetings. And of course, there's a lot of stuff going on in the anchor hotels of the convention center as well. And everywhere you look, major leaguers, major league managers, major league players, former major leaguers. Here's the pitch to Geiger. Geiger takes the pitch outside. So if you're a baseball fan and you like to look for autographs, that's not a bad place to go. I go there just to rub elbows and try to meet people around the industry. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one's low and away. It gets away from Nestor. It's going to go all the way back to the wall, and Dennis Phipps is going to move up to third base. So a wild pitch, and the Lemurs have 2 outs and a runner at third. 2-0 Wichita. And every year they move it around. So like I said, this year it's going to be in Nashville. It was in Nashville back in 2012 as well. They'll also go to places like Las Vegas. They've had it in Dallas recently. They've had it in Orlando recently. So they go to the big cities with the big convention centers with some attractions nearby. 2 balls and no strikes to Dustin Geiger. Here's the pitch. Very high for a ball. But Travis Danker was there, and he was working for a baseball glove company. And he was showing some people the baseball mitts that he uses, that he likes. And he was sharing it with a lot of the people. The 3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. So Geiger earns a walk, and that's going to bring up Jeudy Valdez. Runners at the corners now for Laredo. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 2-0 Wichita. So Jeudy Valdez in his first at bat, he reached on an error by the shortstop. Taylor Smart went back on the ball. It was a line drive hit to Smart. He reached his mitt up in the air, and he kind of snapped at the ball. The ball landed in his mitt, and with his snapping motion, the ball came out of his mitt, and it fell to the ground. So Jeudy Valdez back in the second inning reached there. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. Phipps at third base, Geiger at first. Here's the pitch, a fastball in the outside corner just below the belt to Jeudy Valdez. So no balls and a strike. So Eddie Medina holds the baseball behind his back as he gets the signs. Medina has only played an independent ball. Here's the 0-1, and that's a breaking ball that misses in. He started off his professional career after going to St. John's University in Queens, New York. He started off his professional career in 2013 with Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Train Robbers of the Pecos League. He went 4-1 that season with a 3.95 ERA through 18 games. He made 10 starts that season. Last year, he split some time with Fort Worth and Brownsville of the United League. The pitch swung and a dribbler foul over by the third base side. That's going to go over by the Wichita dugout. This year, he started off in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution. He only pitched in 1 game, though. He put up a 10.12 ERA, so only pitched in 2 2/3 innings. Gave up 4 hits and 3 runs. And he finds himself now with the Wichita Wingnuts. He's doing well, 3-0 with a 2.29 ERA to start the day. He hasn't given up a run yet to the Lemurs through 2 2/3. But Jeudy Valdez looking to change that. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, lined into left field. Harrison Kane's right there. Kane will reach up and make the catch. Jeudy Valdez hits the ball well, but it finds a glove. And that's going to do it again for the Lemurs. For the 3rd straight inning, the Lemurs leave a runner stranded at third base. We're going to the top of the 4th. There's a score of 2-0 Wichita.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right, to the top of the 4th inning we go. It's 2-0 Wichita. The Lemurs so far tonight have left 8 runners stranded through 3 innings. They need to be able to get those guys home in order to compete. Just think if they've gotten 1 hit with runners in scoring position here, they've had at least 1 run up on the board, maybe 2. Here's the pitch to Matt Pageant from Cody Kendall. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate, just above the belt. So no balls and a strike. Matt Pageant on the day. He picked up a single and he scored a run back in the 2nd inning. Get to the American Association scoreboard here this half inning. Bring you up to date on what's going on in the rest of the league. Pageant swings at the next pitch. He grounds it foul over on the first base side. So here you go, Fargo and Winnipeg, that game in the books. Winnipeg wins today 8-1 over the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, a 1:30 start up in Winnipeg. I would imagine up in Winnipeg, not quite as warm during the day as it is down here, so they can play day games up there. Here comes the 0-2. And that one is in on the hands of Pageant. 1 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grand Prairie and Amarillo, they're in the 14th inning. Grand Prairie's up 11-10. They're still going. The 1-2 pitch. Swung in a ground ball over to the second baseman. Valdez is in front of it. He'll flip over to first base, and Pageant's retired. So a 4-3 put out, and John Nestor coming up to the plate. Nestor singled in his last at bat. And so Grand Prairie 11, Amarillo 10 in the bottom of the 14th inning. A back and forth matchup between those two. Gary 6, Sioux Falls 2. They're in the top of the 6th inning. Rockland 6, Lincoln 6, bottom of 6. And the St. Paul Saints are beating the Joplin Blasters in the top of the 9th inning. It's 3-0 there. Here's the pitch to Nestor. Nestor takes a strike on the inside corner, a breaking ball from Cody Kendall. Kansas City and Sioux City, they're in a rain delay. Kansas City has just been mobbed by rain delays this year. They still have some games to make up, in fact, due to rain games that they had earlier this season. No balls and a strike to Nestor. The pitch, swung on and a foul ball. So everywhere Kansas City seems to go, they have rain come their way. Well, the Lemurs are going to be playing the T-Bones later on in the month of August. In fact, the very last day of August, on the 31st, the Lemurs will be up in Kansas City. And they're going to play them through the 31st to the 3rd of September. Could be a big series there. Both the teams fighting for that wild card spot. The Lemurs will not play Joplin anymore this season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball hits the outside corner, called strike 3. Nestor goes down looking. That's the second strikeout in the books tonight for Cody Kendall. 2-0 Wichita, and coming up to the plate now is Harrison Kane. Yeah, the Lemurs have some tough matchups besides playing Wichita again. They still have games against Grand Prairie, Amarillo, Kansas City, and Sioux City. The Lemurs are heading up to Sioux Falls. After tonight's ball game, they'll take tomorrow off. It'll be a travel day. And we'll be up in Sioux City before you know it. Excuse me, Sioux Falls before you know it. Harrison Kane swings and hits a double hopper over to Forney. Forney will throw over to first base, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Second one tonight turned in by Cody Kendall. He retired the side in order back in the first inning. We'll go into the bottom of the 4th. The Lemurs need some runs. They're down 2-0.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
All right, Brian Peterson into the batter's box, and away we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. Peterson takes high for a ball. That was a fastball out of the hand of the starting pitcher, Eddie Medina. Medina has given up 5 hits so far tonight to the Laredo Lemurs, but the Lemurs have left 8 runners on. Here's the pitch. It misses high for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. So far the Laredo Lemurs need to find a way to bring some runners home when they're on the bases, and that's been an issue for a while now for Laredo. The pitch swung and a ground ball over to the third baseman. Middlestat plays back on the ball, and it just goes by him. So Brian Peterson will reach on a base hit. That's his second hit of the ball game. I don't know if Middlestat touched that ball at all or not. Kind of hard to tell, but he played it off to his left. He kind of played it into a hit because he tried to bring his mitt in close to his body, and Peterson will be at first base nonetheless. Here's Ty Forney into the batter's box. The pitch. Forney swings and fouls it off to the right, and that gets up and over the ballpark. No balls and a strike. Ty Forney in his first at bat, he struck out. So the Laredo Lemurs right now having a promotion. BYOB, bring your own beverage of any kind. Here comes the 0-1. That one is low for a ball. So the Lemurs are asking people to bring their own beverages. They've been doing it for a couple of days now, and it seems to be very, very popular. And have a funny feeling they might be sticking with it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Forney, swung on, and that's fouled away. The reason I talk about it is I stand up here and I'm looking down into the stands, and I see a lot of people with their own beverages. That's several different types of beverages you choose. It's not limited to soda pop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A runner at first base for Laredo. The Lemurs are down 2-0. And Eddie Medina working out of the stretch. He's been out of the stretch a lot so far tonight. Here's the pitch. Swung in and a ground ball right back to Medina. He's going to throw over to second base for 1 out. And the throw back to first is in time to turn 2. So the Lemurs ground into a double play. He goes 1-6-3. And we'll go up to the top of the order now for Ty Morrison. Morrison has picked up 2 straight hits. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Wichita. Now, after the day off tomorrow, the Lemurs do not have another day off until August 4th. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate. But like I mentioned, tomorrow's off day. It's going to be a travel day. So the Lemurs will get in the bus after the ball game tonight. And the 0-1 is high. And they're going to be driving up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's about a 24-hour ride or so. So it's not a short ride by any means. So the Lemurs' off day will pretty much be spent on the bus. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung and a ground ball over to the left side. Ranging for it, Taylor Smart. He'll put on the brakes, throw over to first base, and it's going to be in time to get the out. So the Lemurs see Brian Peterson reach on a base hit, but after that, the side gets retired off a double play, ball on a ground out. We're going to the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Wichita. Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. $19.90. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. 1990. 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 That's Texas
welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'd get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
All right, coming up to the plate for the Wichita Wingnuts, it's going to be Taylor Smart, Leo Vargas, and then Jace Ray. Cody Kendall staying up on the hill for the Laredo Lemurs. 2-0 Wichita. And here's the pitch, a swing and a pop-up over to the right side. That one's going to be a tough play for anybody to get to. Geiger's over there, but the ball's going to land foul. Actually landed by the picnic tables down the right field line, just over the Whataburger sign. So no balls and a strike. Oh, the wind has died down again. The wind not blowing very hard right now. The flag's just kind of going, nice breeze. So Taylor Smart looking at an 0-1 count. 6 hits for the Lemurs, only 4 hits for Wichita. But Wichita has the very important 2 runs up on the board. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes now from Cody Kendall. So Cody Kendall retired the side in order down in the 4th inning. Looking to do it again here in the 5th. No balls and 2 strikes. He winds and throws. That is in the dirt, so a good pitch there in a sense, just trying to keep the ball out of the strike zone to Taylor Smart. I'm sure Cody Kendall didn't have any intention on spiking the ball on top of the plate, but his intention was to keep it down in the zone. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one swung and a liner past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Ty Forney reaching for that one. He actually leaped into the air and could not come up with it. So a base hit for Taylor Smart. 2-0 Wichita. And here comes Leo Vargas to the plate. Leo Vargas in his first at bat. He popped out to the second baseman. So Vargas going to do some ground cleaning before he steps into the batter's box. He'll grab some dirt and rub it around his hands. He doesn't wear any batting gloves. That's a little bit of a surprise. You don't see too many guys without batting gloves. Every now and then you'll run into one, though, and here he is right now, Leo Vargas. The runner goes. The pitch is swung on and grounded past the diving Geiger into right field for a base hit. Around second and heading over to third base is Taylor Smart. Phipps bobbles the ball. Smart's going to come home. Here comes the throw, and it's not going to be in time. It actually hits Taylor Smart, and it goes back behind the plate. And going over to third base on the play is Leo Vargas. So Smart scores all the way from first base on the play. Leo Vargas with a base hit. And he ends up at third base. And we'll see if there's a replay for us. So a runner at third and nobody out, and a run already in to score for the Wichita Wingnuts. And that's going to bring up the top of the order, Jace Ray. It's going to be a hit and an error on the play. So a hit for Leo Vargas. Taylor Smart comes in to score the run, and the runner comes in to score on the error by Dennis Phipps out in right field. So here's the top of the order, Jace Ray with the runner at third in the infield playing in for the Lemurs. The first pitch is high for a ball. So the hole gets a little bit deeper now for the Laredo Lemurs. They trail 3-0. Cody Kendall peers into Brian Peterson. He gets the sign. And the 1-0. And that one just barely missed outside. A good pitch there by Kendall, but the Lemurs don't get the call on that one. Jace Ray with already a base hit in the books tonight. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung in a hard hit ground ball into left field. A base hit That'll bring home Vargas. So it's 4-0 in favor of Wichita, and another base hit for Jace Ray. Of course, with the infield being played in like that, all Jace Ray has to do is hit the ball hard someplace through the infield, and that's exactly what he did, and he gets a base hit out of it. Now coming up to the plate is going to be the number 2 hitter, David Espinoza. Even if the Lemurs were playing back on that Jace Ray ground ball, I think that probably would have been in for a base hit into left field. Would have been tough for anybody to get to that one. It was poked pretty good. And it was pretty much right between the shortstop and the third baseman, so it would have been tough for Forney definitely to get to it. There was no way Silverio was going to be able to get to it. So now Mike Meyer up there on the hill having a conversation with his starting pitcher, Cody Kendall. And Meyer will head back into the dugout. Well, Mike Meyer, when we head up to Sioux Falls, going back to a place he's very familiar with. He was up in Sioux Falls for 7 years. He was their pitching coach up there, and he's the pitching coach here in Laredo. He's doing a great job this year. The Lemurs have the 3rd best ERA in the American Association. 4-0 Wichita. Runner at first base and nobody out. And a toss over to first base, and Jace Ray dives back in head first. He's back in safely. David Espinoza 0 for 1 with a walk. He flew out to center field in his first at bat of the night. We're in the top of the 5th inning. A run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd. 2 runs here in the 5th for Wichita. Here's the pitch. Bunted right back to Cody Kendall. He looks at second, decides to go to first base and get the sure out. So the Lemurs have 1 out in the inning. And the sac bunt goes 1-3. And Jace Ray moves up to second base on the play. Here comes TJ Middlestat. Andy LaRoche is going to be on deck. Middlestat struck out back in the 1st inning. He sacrificed a runner home back in the 3rd inning. He hit a long sac fly into right field and sent Dennis Phipps all the way back to the wall. And that brought in Matt Pageant from third base. Jace Ray from third base. Here's the pitch. He swings here and pops this one up a mile high on the infield. Who's going to take it? Ty Forney calling for it, and now it's going to be Jeudy Valdez taking over. And Jeudy will make the catch. So 1 pitch and another out for the Lemurs. There's 2 outs here in the inning. 2 runs already in to score. Both Taylor Smart and Leo Vargas have scored a run, as there was 3 straight hits for the Wichita club to start off the inning. That'll bring up the former big leaguer Andy LaRoche. So we told you yesterday that Dave LaRoche is Andy's father. He played big league baseball. Adam LaRoche, also a big leaguer, his brother. And Adam having a lot of success throughout Major League Baseball. The pitch swung on a ground ball over past the shortstop Forney into center field. Morrison up with the ball. He's going to try to bring it home. It's going to be way late, and Jace Ray is going to score a run. So another run across the plate. Andy LaRoche with a base hit and an RBI. His first hit of the ball game. And 3 runs have come in to score here in the 5th inning. It's now 5-0 Wichita. So the Lemurs going through tough times right now. They got to settle this thing down very quickly. Here comes Matt Pageant. So Matt Pageant already with a single and a run scored tonight. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 8 hits now for the Wichita Wingnuts, and Andy LaRoche over there at first base. Here's the pitch to Pageant. Pageant swings at the first pitch, hits a double hopper over to Jeudy Valdez, the second baseman. He'll go ahead and flip over to first and get the final out. But in the inning, the Wingnuts come up and score 3 runs. They get 4 hits. There was 1 error by the Lemurs and 1 runner left on. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 5-0 Wichita.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite's the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
All right, for the Lemurs, as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, it's going to be Silverio, Taylor, and Phipps coming up to the plate. So 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. And the Lemurs trail 5-0, so they need to strike here quickly. Especially now would be a good time because Wichita just put up 3 runs on the Lemurs, and if the Lemurs can get a couple of those back, it'll give them a little confidence moving forward here. Eddie Medina will pitch, and Silverio will take low and inside. So 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for Wichita. No runs, 6 hits, and 1 error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. And the pitch to Silverio from Medina, and it's a changeup that hits the inside part of the plate for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Juan Silverio. Silverio on the day, a single inning. He grounded into a double play. Here it comes, and there it goes. A ground ball over to the shortstop. Charging the ball, Taylor Smart. He'll pump once and throw over to first base to get the out. So 6-3 put out there. There's 1 down, and Kevin Taylor, the next batter for the Laredo Lemurs. So here's Taylor. Taylor earlier in the ball game, he grounded into a double play in the first inning, and he bounced back to the pitcher in the third. Here's the pitch from Medina, and Medina throws a strike on the outside part of the plate just above the knee. I'll tell you what, the Lemurs had their chances to get to Medina. They had the bases loaded back in the first. They had the bases loaded back in the second inning. The 0-1 swung on a ground ball foul over by the stands, and it goes right by the Lemurs dugout. And a couple of kids walking over there have a ball go right over their shoulder. No balls and 2 strikes. And Medina shakes yes. He'll go into the slow windup. He'll kick and throw home, and that one swung in, and a couple of hoppers up the middle, ranging for the second baseman. Valdez from the bag at second. He'll flip over to first base, and it's going to be in time to get the out. So a couple of ground outs for the Lemurs to start off the inning, and Leo Vargas showing off his glove there and showing off a couple of good moves. So here's Dennis Phipps coming up to the plate. Yeah, the Lemurs, like I was saying, they've had their chances here tonight. They just cannot get that big hit. And that's a big reason why Travis Danker is here, to come up with that opportunity to get the big hit for the Lemurs. Here's Phipps. The pitch is swung on and missed. A changeup to Dennis. He was way out in front of that one. Phipps with a walk back in the first. He doubled back in the third inning, so he's got 1 hit today. He's got his black socks on all the way up to his kneecaps. He wears number 55 on his back, and now Phipps is calling timeout. No balls and a strike to the big guy, Dennis Phipps. And Medina throws. That is a strike on the inside corner. Another changeup, so he doesn't want to give him anything fat. He doesn't want to give him anything fast either. So very little fastball is being thrown up to Dennis Phipps right now. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball. It's high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lemurs did have a base runner in the last half inning in the fourth, but they did not leave him stranded as he was erased on a double play ball. Phipps swings and fouls the next pitch off. So 1 ball and 2 strikes again. And Eddie Medina exhales. He kicks high, he throws home, and that one swung on and popped, and that will get back out of play up into the stands here at the ballpark. In fact, it humps on top of the suite level. So we'll do another 1-2 pitch to Dennis Phipps. Travis Danker's on deck. The Lemurs would love to see Phipps get on deck here and give Travis Danker a chance with a runner on. We talk a little bit about what happened with Danker in the Mexican League this year. The 1-2 pitch is swung and missed. That's strike 3, so that's going to have to wait until the next half inning when Danker leads it off. The Lemurs go down in order here in the 5th inning. We're going to head to the top of the 6th. It's 5-0 Wichita.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
To the top of the 6th we go. It's 5-0 Wichita. Nestor's going to lead it off. He'll be followed up by Harrison Kane, and then Taylor Smart will come up to the plate. So 5 runs on 8 hits and an error for Wichita. No runs, 6 hits and an error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. And here's John Nestor wearing number 17, getting ready to step into the batter's box. Nestor went to high school at Riverside High School in Greer, South Carolina. He also attended Clemson University in South Carolina. He sees a pitch here. It's on the inside corner for a strike, a fastball from Cody Kendall. Nestor was drafted in the 39th round by the Oakland A's back in 2010 out of Clemson University. And the 0-1 pitch. That one's a strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Another fastball from Kendall. And so Nestor started his career in Vancouver with the Oakland A's organization. They're in the Northwest League. Then he went on and played the next year in 2011 with the Burlington Bees of the Midwest League. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the throw home, and that one swung on and missed. So 3 pitches and an out to John Nestor. He strikes out swinging. That's the second time tonight he has struck out. And Harrison Kane coming up to the plate now for Laredo. Well, Harrison Kane, a lifetime independent baseball player. He's played with Amarillo, Laredo, Sioux Falls, and now the Wichita Wingnuts. Harrison Kane was a very good Lemur. Here's the pitch from Cody Kendall. And a swing and a fly ball hit into right field. Phipps is drifting back. Now he'll come in a few steps, and he'll reach up over his head and make the catch. So Harrison Kane swings at the first pitch he sees. He pops out to right. Taylor Smart, the next batter. So Taylor Smart, the good glove over there for the shortstop. He's coming up to the plate now. So Cody Kendall looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He's got 2 so far this evening. Looking for another one. He retired the side in order in the first inning. Retired the side in order in the 4th as well. Here's the first pitch. And it's a strike on the inside part of the plate. Just below the belt to Taylor Smart. No balls and a strike. 2 down. And Cody Kendall gets the sign. He'll spin and throw. That one swung on and fouled away up and over the ballpark once again. That one's off to the right. So no one will get to that one. And it's no balls and 2 strikes, and the home plate umpire stepping out in front of home plate. And he's going to clean off the plate. So he moves some dirt around. He's showing that he cares. That's what he's doing. He says, I care what my home plate looks like. I'm going to keep it clean. That's Mike Jarbo back there. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Lemurs, with all their road trips coming up, the rest of the games this season, they're going to have 14 road games and 6 home games left. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and a pop-up on the infield. Who's going to take this one? It's going to be Geiger, it looks like. He's on the infield dirt. He's the first baseman. He makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning turned in here tonight by Cody Kendall. That's the 3rd of the night. And the Wingnuts are up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
All right, Medina's going to throw here to Danker, and Danker will take the first pitch, a strike on the inside part of the plate. It's 5-0 Wichita. Travis Danker played 110 games with Reynosa in 2015. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He swings and hits a little liner into left field. It's over the head of Taylor Smart, and it drops for a base hit. So Danker with a single. The Lemurs are in business here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0 Wichita, and that's going to bring up Dustin Geiger to the plate. And so Danker with those 110 games, he ended up hitting .264 for the Reynosa club. They're the Broncos over there in Reynosa. Danker hit 10 home runs, and he had 54 RBIs. Actually, let's change that. He had 70 RBIs for the Reynosa team. So he's going to bring that power here to Laredo now. Here's the pitch to Geiger, and Geiger swings and hits a one-hopper right to Taylor Smart. Smart flips to Vargas for one. Back over to first base. It's a double play. Yow! The Lemurs bounce into another double play. That's the 3rd of the night that they've hit into. And it goes 6-4-3, and that creates 2 outs quickly. And here's Judy Valdez. Well, the Lemurs hit into a double play in the 4th inning. They hit into one in the 2nd inning and also in the 1st. So make that 4 double plays that they've hit into. They're just killing themselves right now with the double play ball. Here's the pitch to Judy Valdez. Valdez takes inside for a ball. Well, it's just one of those nights. Lemurs trail 5-0, and Even though they seem to be getting things going, they just can't finish them off. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back. Of course, still a lot of baseball left to play. And if we take a look at the scoreboard from around the American Association, we'll see what happened to Joplin and Kansas City. And right now, the Lemurs are in the wild card hunt for sure. They're still in the divisional race, but that's a little bit further off. The first thing you want to do is take care of the wild card. 1 ball, 1 strike to Valdez. Here's the pitch. Swung and a liner into the glove of the second baseman, Leo Vargas, as he leaps into the air and he comes down with the baseball. Ball was hit right at Vargas, and he leaped high into the air. And when he got up as high as he possibly could, the ball went into his mitt. So the Lemurs see Travis Dinker get a hit, then a double play ball by Geiger, then Valdez scorches one to the second baseman, but Vargas takes away a hit. We're going to the 7th. The Lemurs trail 5-0.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. Tammy U me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. Tammy U me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por Tammy U.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tammyu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle del Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Well, the man that makes the great play of the end-to-end inning gets to come up to the plate. Leo Vargas stepping into the batter's box for Wichita. It's 5-0 Wingnuts as we go to the 7th. Here's the pitch, and he swings and fouls the first one off. Here in the 7th inning, we'll get you the Major League scoreboard. Kansas City and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim playing ball right now. They're in the middle of the 3rd. The Royals are up 2-0. All the rest of these are going to be finals for you. No balls and a strike to Leo Vargas. Vargas on the day, he's got a base hit. He's 1 for 2. He's also scored a run. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Blue Jays 3, Yankees 1. That's a final. So the Blue Jays get that Sunday game. I believe they lost the first 2 games of that series. Pittsburgh wins over the New York Mets 8-1. And a final in 10 innings. Atlanta 2, Arizona 1. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3 to Vargas. So Cody Kendall's dealing right now. He's now retired the last 5 batters. And he's got 2 strikeouts mixed in there in that time. Overall, he struck out 4 total batters tonight. So we go up to the top of the order for Jace Ray. Orioles big over the A's today, an 18-2 final. The Orioles bust out 26 hits. Yow. Seattle 10, Boston 8. Boston Red Sox put up a lot of runs this weekend against the Seattle Mariners. Here's the pitch to Jace Ray. Ray hits a ground ball over to the second baseman. Valdez will round the ball from the bag at second. He throws over to first base. It's going to be in time to get the out. 2 down. And David Espinoza, the next batter. White Sox beat the Cubbies today 3-1. And the Minnesota Twins beat the Cleveland Indians 4-1. Astros 6, Tigers 5. And the Milwaukee Brewers, they beat the Philadelphia Phillies 6-1. Miami 6, St. Louis 4. And the Rangers beat the Tampa Bay Rays 5-3. Giants, they shut down the Washington Nationals. In fact, they sweep the Nationals. They win 5-0 over Washington today. Madison Bumgarner gets the win. He also hit a home run, his 4th of the year. Dodgers 2, Reds 1. So they go on and get the win. So the Giants will stay back behind the Dodgers. And the pitch swung on and missed to David Espinoza. Colorado 5, the San Diego Padres nothing. There you go, your big league scoreboard. The ball's in a strike. And not only did Mad Bum from the Giants hit a home run, but he also struck out 14 batters and pitched a complete game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, misses outside. And it was Bumgarner's 2nd straight complete game and his 3rd of the season for San Francisco. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit well, into left field. Going back on the ball, Kevin Taylor. He's at the warning track, and the ball is going to land. I believe it's a fair ball. Yeah, it's on the ground, and going into third base is David Espinoza. So Espinoza all the way around the base paths, and Kevin Taylor went towards the wall out there, and the ball, I believe, just hit off the top of the wall and came down to the ground. So it was kind of a strange ball. So David Espinoza is going to end up with a triple. And there's a runner at third base with 2 down. Well, it looked like that one was going out of the ballpark for a little while. And Taylor pulled up at the fence. And I think what happened was the ball was hit so high in the air that it just kind of skimmed down against the home run fence. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside TJ Middlestep. So a strange play there. 1 ball and no strikes. 5-0 Wichita here at the ballpark tonight. And the delivery swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cody Kendall pitching pretty well right now. Seems to have a good inning every other inning, but he's going for back-to-back good innings right now. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning, a 5-0 lead for Wichita. Here comes the pitch. It's low. It's actually in the dirt. Coming home is Espinoza. He's going to score standing, and there's not going to be a play at the plate. So the hole gets a little bit deeper for the Lemurs on the wild pitch by Cody Kendall. 2 balls and a strike to Middlestep. That's going to be a big hill to overcome now for Laredo, down 6-0. And they have 3 innings to work with. And Cody Kendall delivers home, and that one swung on and a liner into left field, a base hit. Wind has really picked up here over the last few minutes. It is hustling out. Actually, it's more towards the left field stands is where it's going. The flags, sometimes they can be deceptive. And here comes Andy LaRoche. So Andy LaRoche on the day picked up a single back in the 5th inning and drove in Jace Ray. So he's 1 for 3. A runner at first base and 2 down. Lemurs trail 6-0. 10 hits for Wichita, 7 hits for Laredo. And the pitch home. Low for a ball. Matt Pageant is on deck, but there's 2 outs in the inning. So Cody Kendall working deep into this one, even though he struggled a little bit. This is the pitch, and that one hits the outside corner. He has matched his longest outing. He went 6 2/3 against Amarillo in his last start. He has now gone 6 2/3 here in this ball game, so he's trying to one-up himself as far as how many outs he's gotten in the ball game. Here's the 2-0. Low, and Peterson has that one get by him. It goes all the way back to the wall. And TJ Middlestad's going to head up to second base. So a wild pitch there, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to LaRoche. So 3 balls and no strikes. Here it comes. It's low, ball 4. So LaRoche is going to earn a walk. That'll be the second time he's on the base paths tonight. Matt Pageant coming up to the plate. I'm looking down into the dugout to see if manager Pete Incaviglia is going to make a move here. And sometimes Pete hides down in the right corner of the dugout, so it's a little bit tough to see him from where we sit. And instead of manager Pete Incaviglia coming out of the dugout, it looks like Mike Meyer is going to make an appearance. So the pitching coach for the Laredo Lemurs is going to go up to the hill. So here's a quick look at the standings from around Major League Baseball. With most of the games in the books, Kansas City still playing Los Angeles, the Angels that is. The Yankees are in first place by a half game over Toronto. Baltimore's back 4, and Tampa Bay and Boston. Well, Boston's pretty much out of it, but Tampa Bay only 6.5 games back. Kansas City's in first place in the Central Division. And they're 11.5 games up over the Minnesota Twins, and Detroit's fallen 14.5 back, and so have the White Sox. Cleveland Indians 16 games back. In the West, the Astros, look at the Houston Astros go. Astros are up 3 games over the Angels, and the Rangers 4 games back. The Mariners are 9 games back. What happened to the Mariners? They were supposed to be good. So runners at first and second base and 2 down. 6-0 Wichita, and Matt Pageant at the plate, a Lemur killer. Matt Pageant already with a hit and a run scored tonight. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. He liked that pitch up at his eyes. It was a changeup from Cody Kendall. Over in the National League, in the East, the New York Mets are 4.5 games up over the Washington Nationals. The Mets got some help by the Giants this weekend with the Giants sweeping the Nationals. Here's the 0-1. Low for a ball. Atlanta's 9.5 games back in the East, and there's Miami and Philadelphia. Both teams well under 500. St. Louis, they're leading the way. 75 wins for the Cardinals, best in the majors. 75-42 on the season. Here's the pitch to Pageant. He swings right through that one, a fastball. Yeah, Pittsburgh's in second place in the Central Division. They're 5 games out, and then you have the Cubs 7.5 games back. And over in the West, the Dodgers lead the way in the West, and they're 2.5 games up over the Giants. The D-backs are 9 games back. The San Diego Padres, who made so many moves in the offseason, sit 11 games out. And then there's the Rockies wrapping it up. Another ball gets by Brian Peterson. It goes all the way back to the wall, and both runners are going to move up again. So another wild pitch, and runners now at second and third. 6-0 Wichita. See the wild card race. Those are interesting around Major League Baseball right now. Got the Toronto Blue Jays leading the way in the wild card hunt. Here's the pitch to Pageant. Pageant hits a ground ball. Pass. No, excuse me. No, Valdez comes up with it. He throws over to first base, and he gets the out. Wow. He really laid out there. A 4-3 put out. And that's going to do it. 1 run comes in to score here in the top of the 7th inning. It was 1 run on 2 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. The Lemurs trail 6-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus, find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas. 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
3, 2, 1. Number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
All right, Brian Peterson's going to lead it off for the Lemurs as we slip off to the bottom of the 7th inning. He'll be followed up by Ty Forney, and then Ty Morrison will come up to the plate. Lemurs trail 6-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, so we just stretched here at the ballpark. And Peterson on the day, he's picked up 2 base hits. A single in the 2nd and a single in the 4th inning. And staying up on the mound is Eddie Medina. He's thrown a good game for the Nuts. He throws here. It's on the inside corner for a strike to Brian Peterson. A fastball to start it off to Brian. So Peterson out of the batter's box quickly. Now right back in. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Lemurs playing in their 80th game of the season tonight. So they're coming down the stretch. Just a few more games to go. 20 games left after tonight's ball game for the Laredo Lemurs. No balls and 2 strikes to Brian Peterson. The Lemurs are in the hunt for the wild card spot. Here's the 0-2. That one's in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Nestor. No one on base, though, so he digs the ball out, hands it to the home plate umpire. Home plate umpire Mike Jarbrough will inspect it and say, that one's a good baseball. We'll keep that one. Doesn't bother throwing it out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And that's a breaking ball that stays high. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Peterson. Ty Forney on deck for the Lemurs. And here it comes. And that one is way inside. So that's going to work the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a big pitch coming up here. Lemurs trail by 6 runs. Wichita has 10 hits. The Lemurs have 7, each team with an error. And the 3-2 delivery. Swung on a fly ball hit into left field. Harrison Kane's out there. He's patrolling left field tonight. He'll go ahead and creep in and make the catch. So Peterson makes his first out of the night. Ty Forney coming up to the plate. So Forney on the night, he struck out and he grounded into a double play. The Lemurs have killed themselves with double plays tonight. They grounded into 1 in the 6th, 1 again in the 4th inning, 1 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 1st. So they've hit into 4 double plays tonight. And they've left 8 runners on. They haven't left a runner on, though, through the last 3 innings. As Forney takes the first pitch, it's a ball. But that just means they've only had 2 runners get on over the last 3 innings. And there's been 2 double plays to erase them. Next pitch is in there for a strike to Forney. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Ty Forney going to try to start the rally right now for the Laredo Lemurs. And the pitch. That one's low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Kansas City T-Bones and Sioux City Explorers, their game has been officially postponed. They're playing a doubleheader tomorrow. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off the plate, and it hits Ty Forney, so it's a foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, so Sioux City and Kansas City will have a doubleheader tomorrow at 5:05. A 2-2 count. And the pitch from Medina. Medina throws low and inside over the toes of Ty Forney. Medina now is 88 pitches he's thrown. So he's been pretty conservative here as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning, especially as many base runners as the Lemurs have had. The 2-2 delivery is low. That's ball 4. Actually, that was the 3-2 delivery. So that's ball 4. And the Lemurs have a base runner. Ty Morrison coming up to the plate. Morrison going to be searching for his third hit of the night. Kevin Taylor, by the way, still on a hunt for a hit tonight. He's on a 15-game hitting streak, but he has not picked up a hit yet. We'll see if he can extend his hitting streak tonight when he comes up to the plate. Bottom of the 7th inning, Lemurs trail by 6. A runner at first base and 1 out. And the throw home, that one swung on and missed a changeup, and Morrison way out in front of that one. Looked like he almost pulled a rib there on that swing. He almost came out of his shoes. So Medina working out of the stretch. He throws, and that's another changeup. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Nestor. 1 ball and 1 strike. Morrison with that base hit back in the first to start off the game in the bottom of the 1st inning for Laredo. And then they also got a base hit in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the 7th inning. Morrison all the way in the very back of the batter's box. He's got a leg protector on his lead leg, which is his right leg, just in case he hits any foul balls off of his shin. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls that one back up into the screen. Ty Morrison starting the day with a .362 batting average for the Lemurs. He's now playing in his 35th game with the club, and he's got 52 hits on the season. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ty Morrison. It says Lemurs across his chest with the lemur tail going underneath the letters Lemurs. Here's the 2-2. And now it's a fastball that barely misses. It might have been a little bit inside. So that's going to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's the 3rd straight batter that's seen a full count. Peterson had a full count. Forney had a full count. And now Morrison with a full count. So a lot of pitches being thrown here in the inning by Medina. Here it comes, and that one swung on and fouled away over to the left. 6 pitches altogether to the batter Morrison. 6-0 Wichita. Morrison spent 7 seasons in the Rays organization. He made it up to AA Montgomery in the Southern League. He ended up hitting .261 and had 13 home runs and 160 RBIs in his time with the Rays. He looks at a pitch here. It's low and inside, and that's ball 4. Lemurs have runners at first and second base. Well, the Lemurs worked from behind last night. They were down 4-1 at one time. So they can come back, that's for sure. It's just a little bit of a bigger hill here tonight, down 6-0. Now the infield's going to come in together. Matt Pageant is not going to join the conversation, and neither is the shortstop Taylor Smart. But here comes Luke Robertson out of the dugout. And he's asking for a timeout, so he'll head on up there, and we'll have a little bit of a deeper conversation with Luke Robertson coming up and having a chat with the guys. So Juan Silverio was going to be the batter. Silverio with a base hit back in the first. He grounded into a double play in the second and grounded out to the shortstop in the 5th inning. So that brings the umpire out behind home plate. He's going to go try to break up this conversation, and right when he gets there, everyone's going to go back to their positions. So Silverio, who hit a home run in last night's ball game, the Lemurs could use another one right here. Not that home runs are on demand by any means. Would be nice if they were, though. Well, I guess everybody would be dialing them up. Silverio with 9 long balls this season. He has 42 RBIs, but a home run here will put the Lemurs right back in the game. Here's the pitch, a fastball low and outside. The wind is blowing out right now. We've seen it blowing into the left field stands, but as of right now, it's blowing out to left. I wonder how much that affects the players down there when they see that wind blowing out to left field. They probably just get all greedy. The 1-0 pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I guess it would be hard not to go up there and think home run. And you see a lot of the players do come in here. They're swinging for the fences because they know this place is live. 1 ball and 1 strike. Medina sets at the belt. A long hold, and now he'll kick and fire. Swung on a ground ball at the 3rd baseline. Foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. 6-0 Wichita. Lemurs looking for their first run. They had big chances back in the first and second inning. Bases got loaded in each of those innings. In fact, before an out was made in the first inning, they had runners at first and second base. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. A changeup. Silverio had been seeing fastballs and gets a changeup there and strikes out. That's the second out in the inning. We're in the bottom of the seventh here. It's only the third strikeout thrown up there by Eddie Medina, so he's kept the guys off balance pretty good when they've been hitting the ball. So Kevin Taylor looking for a hit here tonight, looking to extend his hitting streak. So runners at first and second base for Laredo. Over there at second base is Ty Forney. At first base is Ty Morrison. So the Ties are on the base paths. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Kevin Taylor. Taylor with 6 home runs on the season. He has 38 RBIs on the year as well. Taylor from the left side of the batter's box. Has a couple of white batting gloves on. And the 1-0. It's low. 2 balls and no strikes to Taylor. Well, Dennis Phipps is on deck. And we'll look down into the bullpen here. And I don't see anybody throwing for Wichita, but it's a little bit of a tough angle to look down the left field line. We set up the third base line here at this ballpark. So to look down the left field line and see into the bullpen, it's a little bit rough. Here's the 2-0. Swung on a ground ball over to the second baseman. Vargas stays down on it. He'll take a couple of shuffle steps over to first, and the Wingnuts will get the final out. So in the inning, there are no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We're going to the top of the 8th. The Lemurs trail here by a score of 6-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Willie Paredes taking over on the hill now for the Laredo Lemurs, so Cody Kendall's night has come to an end. Get you his line score here, as the leadoff man's going to be John Nestor coming up to the plate. Nestor will be followed by Harrison Kane and then Taylor Smart. It's 6-0 Wichita as Paredes toes the rubber for the Laredo Lemurs. Nestor in the ball game, he's 1 for 3. Picked up a base hit back in the second. He'll take a fastball here on the inside corner for a strike. So here's the line for Cody Kendall. He pitches in 7 innings, gives up 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them were earned. The 0-1 pitch is low and inside. He walked 2 and struck out 4 batters. So there's Cody Kendall's line. And Willie Paredes up there on the hill trying to give the Lemurs a little momentum. We're in the top of the 8th. So Paredes looks over the mitt. He'll spin and throw home, and that one's swung on and fouled off. And the Lemurs, ever since they hit the 5th inning, really haven't got a whole lot going. They've had a few base runners, but nothing where they've challenged for a run by any means. So they've had their opportunities against Eddie Medina. They just couldn't strike back in the early innings. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Nestor. Nestor checks his swing, and the home plate umpire said, "You went around," and Peterson lays the tag on him, and now Nestor's out. Nestor at the plate saying, "Really? You're not even going to check down with the first base umpire?" Nestor will walk back to the dugout. That's the 3rd time he has struck out today. And Harrison Kane coming up to the plate. The fans giving it to John Nestor as he heads back into the dugout. He'll hook his baseball bat into the dugout and walk down the stairs slowly. I have to admit, that was a little bit of a rough one. A check swing, and I don't know, I don't even think he came close to going around. Here's the pitch, but the Lemurs will take it. I don't know how many of those have gone against Laredo this year, so you take them when you can get them. 1 ball and no strikes to Kane. That's the first strikeout for Willie Paredes. Paredes fires again, and that is a fastball in the outside corner at the knees to Kane. So Kane looking at kind of 1 ball and 1 strike. 6-0 Wichita. And Paredes ready to throw another pitch. Here it comes, and that is low for a ball. So we get you some numbers on Willie Paredes here, bring you up to date on what he's been doing for the Laredo Lemurs since he's joined the club. He's pitching in his 9th game for the Lemurs. When he first came to Laredo, he started the ball game. That was his very first outing. The 2-1 pitch, it's low. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Ever since then, he's been working out of the bullpen for Laredo. So he actually started against this club, the Wichita Wingnuts, all the way back on July 24th. You have to look all the way back there. So that was his very first outing for the Lemurs. Since then, he's done pretty well. He's had a couple of rough outings, but overall, the majority of his outings have been good. Here's the 3-1. Swung and a chopper over to the shortstop. Forney has it. Behind the bag at second, he'll throw over to first base. It's in time to get the out. And that'll bring up Taylor Smart. So 2 down. So here's Paredes' numbers. 0-1 on the season with a 4.76 ERA. So he's pitching in his 9th game tonight. He's thrown in 11 2/3 innings, has struck out 7, has walked 6, and has given up 14 hits. And there is the numbers for Willie Paredes. And that's the story. Turn the page. Here's Taylor Smart. Smart reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd as he looks at a pitch here and misses low. He reached on a single in the 5th inning and scored a run and popped out to the first baseman, Dustin Geiger, in his last at bat. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled away off to the right. That gets back into the stands pretty easily. Got a bunch of people standing on the concourse over to the right, waiting for some foul balls, but I think that one got cut up in the sweet level, so it never actually came down. So no foul ball for you. So Smart wears number 5 on his back. Plays shortstop tonight for the Wichita Wingnuts. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on, and that one's fouled back into the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Willie Paredes was a product of the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. He's out of the Dominican Republic. Started playing in the Diamondback system back in 2011. He actually started playing with their Dominican Summer League team. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That is low, blocked by Peterson. And in that same year in 2011, he came over to the States and started playing in the Arizona League affiliate for the Diamondbacks. And and then saw himself in Yakima that same year with the Yakima Bears. So he was all over the D-backs system, played in South Bend, played in Visalia, made it up to Mobile, and also saw a short amount of time in Reno with the Aces. That's their AAA club. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung and a chopper over to the third baseman. Silverio grabs it. He throws quickly over to first base. It's in time. And that's a 1-2-3 inning turned in by the Lemurs. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-0 Wichita.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
All right, Eden Nazario takes over on the mound for Wichita, so that brings the night to an end for Eddie Medina. He pitched very well. In fact, it's its best outing of the season, as he goes 7 innings, gives up 7 hits, no runs. He walked 5 and struck out 3 batters, so the Lemurs had their chances, and they just couldn't come up with any runs there in the first couple of innings against Eddie Medina. So here's Nazario up on the mound, and he's going to be facing off against Dennis Phipps. Phipps will see a pitch that misses high to start things off. 6-0 Wichita. And we're in the bottom of the 8th inning, so the Lemurs running out of chances. Here's the pitch. A strike on the inside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nazario on the year, 1-0 with a 4.26 ERA. He pitched in yesterday's game as well, through a third of an inning. The 1-1 delivery, high for a ball. Nazario has pitched in 8 ball games, has thrown 6 1/3 innings, has struck out 3 and has walked 6 batters. He's given up 7 base hits. So the Lemurs saw him yesterday, so they know what he has. He throws a pitch here to Phipps, and Phipps will foul it off. 2 balls and a strike. This would be a heck of a comeback if the Lemurs can make it happen. We'll see what they can do here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung and missed. Actually, that was fouled off. Excuse me. So remember yesterday, if you were with us, I went over some of the stuff from the Elias Sports Group. Well, a name popped out to me today. David Peralta. David Peralta played in the American Association, and he was listed in the Elias Sports Group today. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 to Phipps. Phipps goes down looking. 1 down, and Travis Denker, the batter now for Laredo. Lemurs have now struck out 4 times today. So here's what David Peralta is up to. He's playing for the Arizona Diamondbacks, by the way. When he was in the American Association, he played for Amarillo and Wichita. So Peralta contributed 2 hits, including a home run and 3 RBIs for the Diamondbacks in an 8-4 win over Atlanta. Here's the pitch to Denker. He takes high for a ball. Since the All-Star break, David Peralta is batting .407 with 24 RBIs in 25 games. That's a .407 batting average, and it's the highest in the majors over that month. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and fouled off. So pretty cool, huh? Guy coming out of the American Association, going over and playing Major League Baseball and doing very well. Got a bunch of those guys. But it's always neat when their names pop up. So we'll keep an eye on them for you. Remember Chaz Rowe, the Lemurs big leaguer right now. He's playing for the Orioles, but he's on the DL. The 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball hits the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Denker. There's some other stuff coming out of independent baseball tonight. This one from a long time ago. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a ball. Back in 2005, by the way, this is this date in baseball history. Back in 2005, as a skipper for the Fort Worth Cats of the Central League, as the fastball misses up to Denker, Bobby Bragan becomes the oldest person to ever manage a professional baseball game. He was 87 years old. His 1 day of employment was shortened by being ejected in the 3rd inning. Here's the 3-2 delivery, swung on and popped up high in the air, over to left field, but it's going to get very foul. And he was ejected in the 3rd inning for arguing balls and strikes. He's 8 days older than Connie Back was, who managed his last game for the 1950 Philadelphia A's. So 87 years old, managing a professional baseball game back in 2005. I actually worked in the Central Baseball League that year. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's swung on and fouled away. And I was working for the San Angelo Colts at the time. In the Lemurs. And the San Angelo Colts went on and played the Fort Worth Cats in the championship series that year. And the Fort Worth Cats won in 5 games. The 3-2 pitch swung in a liner into left field. Denker with another hit. So that's his 2nd of the night. Coming back to the Lemurs club, and here comes Dustin Geiger to the plate. 6-0 Wichita. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. So here comes Geiger. Geiger on the day, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. I thought this one was interesting as well on this date in baseball history. Back in 1954, the first issue of Sports Illustrated is available on the newsstands. The inaugural cover of the magazine features Mark Kaufman, a photo of the Braves slugger Eddie Matthews at bat, with Giants catcher Wes Westrom behind the plate. First pitch to Geiger misses. There was also an umpire in the picture calling balls and strikes at Milwaukee's County Stadium. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. That is high for a ball. Sports Illustrated really has become an icon throughout sports. I remember back in the day when I was a kid, I'd get Sports Illustrated every week, and I had piles of them in the room. And I would cut out the pictures, all the great pictures that they had, and I would tape them up on my back door. The 2-0 pitch swung on and a fly ball. Shallow right field, the first baseman having trouble with it. Here comes the second baseman, Vargas. Vargas drops the ball. He touches it in fair territory, and the ball is going to bounce foul as Vargas goes over by the Lemurs dugout, and it rolls out of play. So that's going to send Denker up to 3rd base and Geiger up to 2nd. So at first, Matt Pageant was going for the ball. Then he says, well, I have no chance at this one. Leo Vargas took over. Vargas had the ball hit off the heel of his mitt, and it rolled into the Lemurs dugout. He actually went running after it, and I think he kicked it more into the dugout than anything. So an odd play there, and an error on the second baseman. So that puts Lemurs at 2nd and 3rd, and Jeudy Valdez is going to be the batter. 6-0 Wichita. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. So the Lemurs with a chance here to try to put up some runs. There's 1 out in the inning. Yeah, so I'd take the Sports Illustrated magazines, and I would cut out the pictures and paste them up on the door. I loved all the highlighted pictures that they had. You know, they had the greatest sports photography ever. It was just a fun thing to look at all the time. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, and that's fouled back. I don't know how many people these days get magazines. You know, so much stuff is online. You can read so many articles by just going to the internet. You know what? The newspaper and in my opinion anyway, the magazines and stuff, they're really good for traveling. You especially when you're in a place without internet. If you're in the air in an airplane, the 1-1 pitch swung on and popped up over to the left side, and that one's going to creep out of play. Of course, even nowadays, you have Wi-Fi on the airplanes, but they usually charge you for it. Someday it will be free on airplanes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to J.D. Valdez. But yeah, the magazine comes in real handy when you're on an airplane or in a bus or on any kind of trip, any kind of readable material like that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Valdez strikes out. That'll be the second out in the inning. Both outs have been made via the strikeout here in the inning. Now Brian Peterson coming up to the plate. Well, Peterson's 2 for 3. So he's got a couple of singles, so he's seen the ball well tonight. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for Wichita. No runs, 8 hits, and 1 error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. So Peterson flew out to left field in his last at bat. Ty Forney on deck for the Lemurs. Actually, that is not Ty Forney. Phil Pohl is on deck. So Phil Pohl has come out on the on-deck circle for the Laredo Lemurs, and that would probably mean if he does indeed make it to the plate, I would believe Jared Medeiros would probably go in and play shortstop. Here's the pitch to Peterson. Peterson sees a breaking ball hit the inside corner just above the knee. No balls and a strike. Lemurs trail by 6 runs in the final game of the homestand. With a loss tonight, the Lemurs will go 3-3 on the homestand. With a win, they can go 4-2. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brian Peterson. So we'll see if the Lemurs have Phil Pohl actually come up to the plate. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on at a pop-up over to the right side. That will get back out of play. That lands just short of the sweet level and will bounce around the stands a little bit. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Peterson. Lemurs with a big chance to try to cut into this lead here. If they can get any kind of momentum going, that'd be a big help. You want to know there's a chance. Here's the 1-2, lined into center field, coming on Jace Ray. He'll get there and make the catch. And once again, the Lemurs leave runners stranded, this time at 2nd and 3rd. We're going to head to the top of the 9th inning, and the Lemurs trail 6-0. Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'll get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet and spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Flying comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. All right, Alex Gunn on the pitch now for the Laredo Lemurs. So Cody Kendall got the start. Willie Paredes just came out and pitched. He retired the side in order. Now Alex Gunn's going to make an appearance. Gunn's last outing also was in relief. He made one start for the Lemurs in his very first appearance with the club back on August 2nd. So Alex Gunn out of the University of Memphis going to toe the rubber right now for the Laredo Lemurs as we go to the top of the 9th inning. It's 6-0 Wichita. And Leo Vargas is going to lead things off. So here's the lefty Gunn throwing. That one swung on and popped up. And right around the plate, Peterson will go over by the Lemurs dugout and reach up and make the catch. So Leo Vargas on one pitch, he pops up into foul territory, and there's one out. Jace Ray, the next batter. So here's the numbers on Gunn. He's 0-1 with an 8.10 ERA through 2 games. He's pitched in 6 2/3 innings, has struck out 3, has walked 4, and has given up 9 base hits. So 6-0 Wichita. And into the batter's box, Jace Ray. So a lefty-lefty matchup here. And the pitch. Breaking ball. That hits the inside corner for a strike. 10 hits tonight for Wichita. 8 hits for the Lemurs. Look at the Lemurs and how many guys they've left on the base pass here tonight. And it's a little demoralizing. Here's the pitch. It's low. 12 total batters left on the base paths, and a lot of them left in scoring position tonight for Laredo. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch home. Low. 2 balls and a strike. On deck is David Espinoza and TJ Middlestad in the hole for Wichita. So Alex Gunn looking to put up some good numbers here. He throws, and that one is swung, and a line drive into left field. It's going to be a base hit. And Jace Ray is going to have his 3rd hit of the night. He has scored twice already. So each time he's reached base, he has come around to score for Wichita. He's been a troublemaker. Here's David Espinoza. Well, Alex Gunn making his professional debut back on August 2nd for the Lemurs against the Canaries. As a senior at the University of Memphis in 2015, Gunn started 11 games and pitched in 64 1/3 innings. He posted a 6-2 record with a 4.06 ERA. He had 1 complete game under his belt. He also struck out 34 batters, walked 15, and had a whip of 1.27. A pitch to Espinoza is a strike on the inside corner. As a junior, Gunn for the University of Memphis was the Sunday starter. He started in 15 games, going 3-4 on the mound. And that year he put up a 3.11 ERA. No balls and 1 strike, runner at first. Gunn throws, and that is a strike placed well on the outside part of the plate, another fastball. No balls and 2 strikes to David Espinoza. Espinoza on the day flew out to center, walked in the 3rd, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, and tripled and scored a run in the 7th inning. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch home. Breaking ball swung and a ground ball into right field. Another base hit for Espinoza. Espinoza just going the other way with the pitch, just like you're taught. Now runners at first and second base and 1 out. Well, the Lemurs really need a double play ball here. Double play has gone against them plenty of times here tonight. The Lemurs have hit into 4 double plays this evening. Not something that's really been a big deal for the Lemurs this year, the double play ball. They haven't hit in a ton of them. And they've hit into their share, just like everybody else does, but they really haven't killed as many rallies as we've seen here tonight. Here's the pitch. That one is low and outside. You know, some teams, you just watch them, and, man, they ground into double plays and kill innings left and right. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and a fly ball. Hit into center field. Ty Morrison with a beat on this one. He'll take a few steps in and make the catch. And that'll be the second out. The Lemurs issue has been getting runners into scoring position. They've been able to do this. They've been able to get runners into scoring position. But a lot of times there's 2 outs when they do so. So they have these guys on the base paths, and with guys coming up next, there's 2 outs, and they can't seem to get that big hit with the 2 outs. So they're just missing out on the big 2-out hit. 2 outs in the inning right now for Wichita. They have runners at first and second base. Here's the throw home by Gunn, and that one misses up. So 1 ball and no strikes to Andy LaRoche, former major leaguer. He's 1 for 3 today with a walk. He singled and drove in Jace Ray back in the 5th inning. And the pitch, the 1-0, swung on, lofted into shallow right field. Going out, J.U.D. Valdez. Coming in, Dennis Phipps. Phipps calling for it. He'll make the catch. And that'll be it for the Wichita Wingnuts. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for Laredo. They trail 6-0.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite's the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-Lemurs. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
All right, the Laredo Lemurs coming up to the plate in the bottom of the 9th inning. Phil Pohl's going to lead it off. Remember, he was out on the on-deck circle in the last half inning when the Lemurs were up to the plate, so they're going to give him a chance to come up to the plate and swing the bat. He's playing in his 3rd game tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. He is currently the backup catcher. Alex Boshears throws, and it's a strike on the outside part of the plate. So 6-0 Wichita. Lemurs need a big inning here in the 9th. Boshears fires away, and that's a breaking ball swung on and missed by Phil Pohl. It's Alex Boshears up on the mound. Phil Pohl in the batter's box. Pohl, by the way, he's 3 for 6. He picked up 2 hits in his first game. He got a hit in the last game that he played in, the 0-2 delivery, and that one's low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alex Boshears, he's 1-2 on the season with a 1.90 ERA through 18 games. He's made 1 start. He pitched in yesterday's ball game, ended up taking the loss. Here's the 1-2. Changeup swung on, lifted into left field, going back on the ball. Harrison Kane. Kane at the warning track. He'll make the catch. So Pohl gave it a pretty good ride, but caught at the warning track by the former Lemur, Harrison Kane. So one down. And coming up to the plate is Ty Morrison. So Morrison on the day, he's got 3 hits. He's 3 for 4 on the evening. And Bo Shears deals. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate, a fastball to start it off to Ty Morrison. Yep, 3 singles in the books for Morrison. And his only out was a ground out to the shortstop back in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. Swung and chopped off the plate. Morrison hustling. Pageant will grab it. He'll go touch the bag, and it's in time to get the out. So the first baseman does all the work by himself there. And there's quickly 2 down, and here comes Juan Silverio to the plate. Silverio with a base hit back in the 1st. He's 1 for 4 on the night. So the Lemurs in danger of being shut out here tonight, as they're down to their last out of the ball game, but Silverio with 1 swing of the bat can change that. He's got the power to do it. He's got 9 home runs on the season, as he takes low for a ball here. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. And the next pitch, called a strike. That one on the outside corner, a breaking ball there from Bo Shears. Here's the 1-1. A strike at the letters on the outside corner, a fastball from Bo Shears. Lemurs fans don't like the call too much. So if you're a Lemur fan, you live in Laredo, or you want to come on out to the ballpark, the next time we'll be home is on the 24th of August. And Juan Silverio fouls the next pitch off. The Lemurs will be home on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And then they head on up to Amarillo and play Kansas City as well. So they have a 6-game road trip now, 3 at home, and then 8-game road trip after that. The 1-2 delivery swung on, and a chopper over to the second baseman. Vargas has it. He'll throw over to first, and that'll be the final out of the ball game. The Lemurs lose 6-0. The Lemurs have now been shut out 9 times this season. We'll take a timeout, come back and talk about it. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade 40, Whataburger of Alice. The Laredo Lemurs post-game show is coming your way next.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite's the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you. For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs post-game show. Laredo Lemurs Baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarrias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Now here's Bill Harrington with Laredo Lemurs post-game show.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for sticking around for the post-game show here at Uni-Trade Stadium tonight. Let's go ahead and do this real quick as the Lemurs lose 6-0 here this evening. It was 6 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors tonight for the Wichita Wingnuts. No runs, 8 hits, and 1 error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs in the ball game. The Lemurs left 12 runners on here tonight, and they left 7 runners in scoring position here this evening. Hard to win baseball games when you do that. The Lemurs had the bases loaded in the first and in the second inning. They left 2 runners on in the third. So in the first 3 innings, they left a total of 8 base runners on the base paths that they could have brought home. After that, they had a couple of base runners in the 7th and in the 8th inning, but by then, the Wichita Wingnuts already had their 6-0 lead, so a little bit of a big hill for the Lemurs to climb back on there. So the losing pitcher today was Cody Kendall for the Laredo Lemurs. The winning pitcher was Eddie Medina, and the game was played in front of a crowd of 1,218 people, and they played it in just under 3 hours here at the ballpark tonight. So this is how the Wingnuts got their runs. Matt Pageant reached first base after 1 out was made in the second. And then John Nestor reached as well on a single. And then Harrison Kane reached on a single. So the bases were loaded as Taylor Smart came up to the plate. He hit into a fielder's choice. That brought in Matt Pageant. And it made it Wingnuts 1, Lemurs nothing. In the second, Jace Ray reached on a single. He ended up at third base after a walk to David Espinoza and a wild pitch. So he was at third base with nobody out. And TJ Middlestat hit a sac fly that drove him home. So it was 2-0 Wingnuts at the time. Well, the 5th inning would be the big inning for the Wingnuts as they'd put up a 3 spot in that inning, and the Lemurs would be down 5-0 at that point. And then in the 7th, a triple by David Espinoza, and he would end up coming in to score on a wild pitch later on in the inning. So that is the 6 runs for Wichita in the ball game. For the Lemurs, the positive offensive output tonight was Ty Morrison. He ends up going 3 for 5 tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. Unfortunately for Kevin Taylor, he goes 0 for 4. He ends up falling short to extend his hitting streak, so he ends his hitting streak at 15 games here tonight. Travis Danker is welcome back to the Laredo Lemurs. He ends up going 2 for 3 with a walk, so a couple of singles for Danker. And those are the Lemur highlights. Oh, yeah, Brian Peterson went 2 for 4 tonight, so he had a good game as well at the plate. But the Lemurs just could not get that big hit that they've been missing out on, and that has been the biggest problem with the Lemurs on offense this season, just missing out on that big hit to get that big run to put them up on the board and to score as many runs as they possibly can. The Lemurs pitching staff has been great. The defense has been a little bit more solid than it has been. You know, the Lemurs with over 100 errors on the season already, so that really had to mellow out, and they've done a good job with that as of late. So that's a quick look at what happened in this ball game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard from around the American Association, bring you up to date on what happened in the rest of the ball games in the league, as everything is a final. Winnipeg beats Fargo 8-1. Grand Prairie over Amarillo in 14 innings. Grand Prairie 11, Amarillo 10. St. Paul beats Joplin 4-0, so the Lemurs will stay one game back in the wild card race. And the Rockland Boulders beat the Lincoln Salt Dogs 9-8. Gary 7, Sioux Falls 2, and the Wichita Wingnuts win 6-0 over the Laredo Lemurs. Kansas City and Sioux City, they're going to play a doubleheader tomorrow. That game was rained out today. So that's a quick look at the scoreboard. The Lemurs fall 6 games back behind the Wingnuts, and they are still 1 game back behind Joplin for the wild card. But of course, that double header tomorrow between Kansas City and Sioux City is going to come into play, as the Kansas City T-Bones and the Laredo Lemurs, I believe now after the rain out today, they're equal in the wild card standing. So we'll have to work all that out on Tuesday. Yep, the Lemurs are getting on the bus tonight. They're heading on up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and they're going to be playing a game on Tuesday. So no game tomorrow. It's going to be an off day for the travel. And then the Lemurs will be right back at it against Sioux Falls on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So make sure you tune in then. We'll be coming to you on the YouTube for those broadcasts. So look for us on YouTube. All you have to do is put in Laredo Lemurs in the search engine, click on the little lemur head, and you'll be able to find us really easily. So that's it for the broadcast tonight. The Lemurs lose 6-0. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you up in Sioux Falls on Tuesday.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.